A great big warm welcome and a good morning to each and every one of you. I am joined this morning by the gorgeous Natalia.
Good morning. We haven't worked together for so long. I'm really excited when I saw your name on the screen.
Me too. I was so excited because I came in and I saw your amazing jewellery. And I did say to you, I'm so glad I've got you this morning.
Thank you.
Love your designs, Natalia.
Well, you know, when you're given the right tools to work with, you can do something pretty special. And these kits today are just phenomenal. I love them.
Me too. I especially love the mesh that you've been working with.
Do you know the mesh? I squealed when I opened the bag and I saw the meshes and I was like, yes, I got some mesh.
I can actually imagine that you did do that as well.
Yeah.
Well, we have got such an amazing show, absolutely packed with gorgeous gemstones for you this morning. Let me draw your attention to, oh gosh, so much. Where do I start? First of all, we've got the most amazing rose quartz. These have got to be some of the biggest rounds and they're faceted. Look at the size of these. They're just beautiful. Rose quartz rounds. Oh, I love that colour. It's so soft, isn't it, Natalia?
It's lovely, and a lot of people really like rose quartz. You know, if they don't know anything about gemstones, they'll always have seen or heard of it.
Definitely, just like amethyst and things like that, isn't it? It's just beautiful. And these big rounds are going to lend themselves to your designs in so many ways. Now, please get involved with us in Facebook. I did have a little look last night. A lot of people Facebooking me, asking me certain things, and I will try and touch on everything that I spoke to you directly about on Facebook last night. So anybody that did Facebook me, we will try and cover that. Things thinking towards business ideas. I had quite a few people Facebook me about that, about putting colours together. How about using this wonderful neon blue apatite? Now, Natalia, a lot of people asking about the Gems of Distinction strands last night, asking how they use these buttons. So I'm going to be asking you that a little bit later, because there are lots of ways you can use them, aren't there?
Yes, definitely. You know, you can just use them as a single accent, you know, just hanging from the back of a necklace or something like that.
Gorgeous. And anything from the Gems of Distinction range, I'm so excited to bring to you. Neon blue apatite, which it's just a privilege to have, a privilege to work with, and an absolute joy to look up. It's coming up later on in today's show. Now, last night, as our night owl, we gave you one of the best strands of labradorite. Now, we had a delivery in with some squares, some cushion shapes, some rectangles. I've got the rectangles today. This is the first time I've seen the ovals. Are they brand new today, Dee Dee? It's the first time I've seen them. Look at the quality. Now, if we graded labradorite, these strands would all be AAA graded. Just look at the labradorescence. It's incredibly beautiful, this strand, and it's coming up for you a little bit later on. I've also got some smoky quartz, and I've also got some Larimar. Larimar is the national gemstone from the Dominican Republic. It's one of the most beautiful, fresh gemstones, and it gives us a natural sea greeny blue. It's just gorgeous. So we've got that coming up today in today's show for you also. We've got Natalia's challenge. We've got so much packed in this morning's show, so stay tuned all morning. Let's kick off with your early bird. Think about Shambhala style bracelets with these amazing aluminium beads. Now, how many beads do you use in a Shambhala style bracelet? I reckon between 4 and 5. Now, they're not going to tarnish. You've got that wonderful rose colour on the inside and the outside of the bead. Then you've got that fabulous detail of silver aluminium. They're really lightweight, but they look quite dense, don't they? They look like they're going to add a bit of heavy weight, but they're really lightweight, so you can afford to use these in earrings. They're not too heavy for earrings. They're fab for that. Now, we've been talking very much, well, I've been talking very much with you about business ideas, profit making on Facebook. Shambhala style bracelets are really fashionable right now, and if you are doing collections ready for Christmas, it's really nice to offer, I think, probably a big broad range of different price tags. Think about the £5 price tags, and then think about using your more prestigious gemstones like the apatite for your £30, £40 pieces. I think with this one, you're going to make an easy profit. It's going to be something, a Shambhala style bracelet is something that doesn't take too much time to put together, and you've got to think about the fact that you've got 50 in here. If you use 5 in one bracelet, you've got 10 bracelets. How much, Natalia, realistically can we charge for a Shambhala style bracelet when we know how much they are on the market? You know, I've seen them for around £20 just in a supermarket. Do you think that's a realistic price tag to put if you're going to your jewellery making parties, or if you're going to display your jewellery on a jewellery stand? What's a realistic price for a Shambhala style bracelet?
I think between £5 and £20 really, and it depends on the gemstones, it depends on the amount of elaborate work that you've put into it. So, you know, if you've got something that's using a kind of lower grade bead, then, you know, those are going to be your kind of loss leaders, and then you could make one with some of the nicer gemstones and charge a little bit more, and then, you know, people can decide what kind of price range they fall into. Definitely.
And I think, well, if you've got, say you've bought 50 of these beads and you put 5 in a Shambhala style bracelet, and you sell them at £5, the lowest price tag, you're going to make yourself 50 quid, aren't you? Because you've got 10. You've got 10 bracelets out of this.
You have, and they're quite quick to make.
If they're £5, you made 50 quid. So let's see how much they are. Let's see how much of a profit margin you can make. You've got 50. Enough to make, and obviously at the price tag of the thread, which is about £3.45 for, gosh, we get loads of it, 100 metres. It's just going to go on and on and on, because you're not going to use a metre, are you, in one bracelet? Are you ready for a wicked price tag? This is your early bird. £4.95. That's paid for one Shambhala bracelet, and then you've got all the rest. I think that's a definite profit maker for you. You can make up to 10 Shambhala style bracelets with this if you put 5 in. Probably if you put 4 in, you can make even more, can't you? Of course you can. £4.95. So think about where you're selling. When you have got these kinds of beads, I think jewellery stands or parties, make giftable items, make the items that are sort of £5, make those items that are more affordable for your customers. And if you're doing jewellery parties, I think maybe you need to think about really covering so that everybody gets to go home with something. Would you agree with that, Natalia?
Yeah, definitely, because, you know, we're all like this. You go to a party, you come knowing that you're expected to buy something, or that everybody will be shopping. And even if you weren't intended to get anything, if you can get something that's, you know, just kind of
a fiver,
yeah,
pocket money price.
It's a coffee and a croissant or something. You know, that's the equivalent of what it is. But you've got a piece of jewellery you can wear for a long time.
I think so, because I went to a candle party, and I think the lowest price tag for a candle was like 30 quid, and I thought, it's a candle, I'm going to burn it. It's £30. And when they do smell amazing, but £30, it's a lot of money. And I think when you do go to these parties, you do go knowing you're going to have to buy something, don't you? I mean, let's face it, we do. We go to the parties, the pampered parties, we go to and you're expected to buy things, and I remember going home with an onion chopper because it was just because I wanted to buy something, and that was a tenner. I didn't need it, it's because I didn't want to go home without buying something. And I do think this is a great way. And don't forget, with parties, it's all word of mouth. Somebody comes to your party, your jewellery making party, and they enjoy it, and they all go home with something, and everybody says what a great party it is. Someone else from that party is going to book you, and I think it's a great way of making a big profit without having major overheads. Would you agree with that, Natalia?
Yeah, completely. And it becomes like a party atmosphere. It exposes you to people that you wouldn't normally get in front of, then wouldn't necessarily go to craft fairs and places like that. You've given me an idea actually when you were talking then. Thinking about, you know, the Christmas thing. Sometimes you just want little gifts for your girlfriends.
Yeah.
You don't, or my daughter's, you know, she's nearly 13, she's got lots of friends. Wouldn't it be great to say to people, buy a bundle of these, you know, buy a few of them, and they're great little gifts for people at work and for your
Secret
family.
Santas.
Yeah.
If you're offering price tags like £5, you could do it with this early bird. Make sure you're checking out your baskets if you're shopping with us online. 0800 644 655 is the number to be calling. There is a queue on the phone lines. Please bear with it this morning. If you want to come shopping with us online, do so. All the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Don't forget, everybody gets a 30-day money-back guarantee. And if you're shopping with us for the very first time this morning here at Jewellery Maker, you will receive a free tutorial DVD, a free book, and a free JM Hub magazine. Now, I did have the DVD, but Debbie Bolford came down last night and pinched it. You know who you are, Bolford. I love her, so I let her have it. No, somebody wanted it, so she asked if she could pinch it, and I said yes. So, but you'll get one with yours. Now, maybe you're buying as a gift for somebody that you want to get into jewellery making. Just tell the call centre, they'll be happy to send out that DVD for you. Now, let's. Dee Dee's saying to me that she'd like to do a 2-for-1 for you. Which 2-for-1, darling? Where are they? Where are they, Jacket? Oh yeah, this big box right in front of my face. Ooh. Now, these are essentials for jewellery making or eye pins, which I'm sure you already know. Eye pins you can create your rosary chains out of. Eye pins you can create your findings out of. You create links with, you can make earrings, I mean everything, you need them. They're an essential for your jewellery making, aren't they, Natalia?
And there was an eye pin bundle on, I think, when Fee was doing the show with me, and she actually gave me them as part of my challenge, and I used them all because they were just so fantastic. They're so versatile. And then already, you know, half the work's done for you, you know. Completely.
And I know that you're a fan of using them in silver. Now, what I love about in pieces of jewellery, what I love about these eye pins is the length of them. And actually, because they got that eye, you can line them along a necklace and they just drop really nicely, don't they? Just as an eye pin, just to give you that glimmer of silver.
Yeah.
We're going to give you a buy two, get 2-for-1, a buy one, get one free deal on these. And the shorter eye pins are great for using those little links. You know the bracelets that we make with the pearls and things?
Yeah.
And these would be perfect for doing something like that, wouldn't they?
Yes, completely. Beautiful. It gives you jewellery movement, and then, you know, you get to see the qualities of the gemstones better.
You need eye pins. They're an essential for jewellery making. Now you've got a big gram weight of silver here. Tell me again. Almost 5 grams of solid sterling silver. Now there is a queue on the phone lines this morning. Please bear with it. We love having your company. 2-for-1 on a pack of 20 eye pins. So you get 40 in total. 30. So you get 60. You get 60 eye pins. That's fantastic, isn't it? You know my maths is terrible. And it is early in the morning. You do the math. Brand new today, a buy one, get one free. And these are essential. And just think, if you are making jewellery for jewellery parties and things like that, you're always going to need these, because can you imagine if you've got all these wonderful gemstones and you didn't have the findings to go with them and you had to go out to that craft store and not get sterling silver? You know, you need these sterling silver elements, especially if you're working with very special gemstones. If you bought any of those wonderful strands that we gave you last night of aquamarine or the moonstone, you've got to put those with solid sterling silver, haven't you? They're brand new in today, and because they're 2-for-1 and because you get 60 in total and because you've got 5 grams of silver, this is definitely worth picking up the phone for this morning. 0800 644 655, £7.95. That's times 2, so you get 60 elements. And when you think about the fact you've got 5 grams of silver for £7.95, it's a wonderful price tag. It's a wonderful opportunity. And I don't think you'd find any silver anywhere else for 13 pence an element, would you? Do you go, Natalia, before you started here at Jewellery Maker, where did you go for your solid sterling silver?
Well, there's a bead wholesalers in my town where I live, and I used to go there and spend a lot of money. And I used to think, oh, there must be a simpler way. And then, you know, when I came to Jewellery Maker and I was seeing all these prices, you know, I was just having this conversation with Dee Dee this morning about how you slap yourself when you think, gosh, what I've paid in the past for things.
And is it an easy thing to get solid sterling silver?
You can get it, yes,
but it's just much more expensive.
Absolutely, and you know, and I've done the classic thing where you order something online, and when it comes, it's really thin and very small.
Oh, because
head pins, you know, tiny little things.
And because they've come from so far away, you just think, I can't be bothered to send that back. It's going to take me weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
Well, here we offer you a 30-day money-back guarantee, and I can vouch for the quality of these. They're not really thin. They are really sturdy, really, really good quality. And actually, that's something that a lot of jewellery makers say to us. Look, you can see that's a fabulous quality. That's not bending. I mean, I can manipulate it, of course, because that's the point of them. And it's solid sterling silver, but they're not flimsy by any stretch of the imagination. £7.95 is your price tag, and that's on a 2-for-1 deal, and you get 60 of them. 5 grams of silver for less than £8. I think you'd struggle massively to try and find that kind of a deal anywhere else outside of Jewellery Maker. Now stay where you are, half the stock has now been allocated. We will keep you up to date on stock levels, because I know if you're watching the repeat you'll want to know. Or if you've got any questions for Natalia, please do text us through 60777 JM Studio, followed by your message, and we will try to get as many messages out to Natalia as we can. She really is an expert. She really is a very talented jewellery maker and a businesswoman. So if you've got any questions, here's the details of how to get through to the gorgeous Natalia. And it's fabulous to have your company today, Natalia, because you are an absolute inspiration, and your designs are so different to anybody else's.
Thank you very much.
Well, you are a designer, aren't you? That's your thing.
I am a designer, and sometimes, you know, when you say it, you just kind of think, oh, I am, because it's what I've always wanted to do. So it's really nice. I'm living the dream, but it wasn't easy. I
don't think anything. If anything comes too easy, you're on tenterhooks, aren't you?
You have to work hard, but it does pay off.
Of course. And what a hobby. I think if you are starting jewellery making for the first time, maybe it starts off as a hobby, it definitely will develop into a business. And I know a lot of you on Facebook were asking me last night about how to develop your businesses, and I am going to be talking to Natalia about that throughout the day for you as well. Now I've got Natalia's challenge. It's called Bubble Gum. I love it. It's so fun. And you know what, Natalia? This is great for so many different ways. I'm looking at this kit and I'm thinking there are bridal elements to it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this kit and I'm thinking you can do some really classic pieces. I'm also thinking fun, funky jewellery. There's a strand in there that I would definitely pick out for children, and we've both got daughters.
Yeah.
And I think we know which strand that they would love. Have a look. And the druzy is just beautiful, isn't it?
I know, to get druzy thrown in as well.
And the sparkle from this druzy is just gorgeous. I'm loving the memory wire in the kits lately as well, are you?
Yes, the ribbon, the memory wire, you know, it just really makes everything go so much further, because we've got the chain as well. So we're finding we can make so much more pieces from the components.
And there's quite a lot you can do with, I know memory wire, you just, there are ideas that come straight ahead of just threading gemstones onto it, but actually you can really think outside the box with memory wire, can't you?
Oh, Sarah Elvin did something the other day where she did this necklace where it was
I was
all
with
connected.
her. Yeah.
Oh, was that your
It was
show?
amazing. I loved it, yeah.
I saw it on Facebook and I was going, you're so clever.
Yeah, I know.
Not doing that.
Best design ever.
Yes, with the memory wire.
I said to Sarah, that's the best design. I love it. Yeah. It was the best design I'd seen from memory wire. It just was amazing. We all remember it. It was great, wasn't it? Wasn't it great? Sarah's on fire at the moment.
Yeah, she is.
Have a look at these gorgeous strands. Now they're soft, feminine colours. You can create, and I do think the great thing is now, a lot of you were asking last night, one lady in particular was asking about how to put colours together, what are the best strands to go for. When you've got a strand like this, like this gorgeous crackle quartz, you get quite a few different benefits from having a strand like this. Number one, you can separate all of the colours individually. You've got those wonderful sky blues, you've got the clears, you've got the purples, you've got the yellows. Where have you gone, Jack? Wait there. You've got the yellows. So you've got all of these different beautiful colours. Now, this is a great strand because all of the colours are put together for you. So if you're not overconfident about putting colours together, you can see these all go really great together already, can't you? But again, put them in their colour groups with some of them. The sky blue is going to look great with other gemstones, and what I love about this strand is you've got all that internal sparkles from the crackles. Now, to get those crackles, we heat up quartz and plunge it into icy cold water, and look how gorgeous the effect is. And I just love these colours. They're soft and they're tranquil. Together, they're kind of princessy, so I'd like to see some kids' jewellery with these as well. And I do know that if you go to jewellery parties, and if you, like I have, got lots of little girls in your family, because my cousin's just moved down from London with her gorgeous girls, and I just can't help spoiling them. I love it. I go around to my mum's because I've been at my mum's at the moment, and I open the door and they're dressed as little princesses. Oh, I love it. And they always want to look at the jewellery, and they always want me to do their hair and their makeup. And if I go out now and I see something, I think, oh, Mina or Leia would love that, I buy it for them, which is naughty, but you know, when you love them, you can't help spoiling them, can you?
Yeah, I know, but this is such a feminine kit, isn't it? And it's so happy. You know, some kits are quite, you know, they're sultry or they're elegant.
Yeah, or
this
they're
is a happy kit.
Yeah, oh, right. And it's sugar soft, those sugared almond colours. Now I love this strand of pearls, and these are genuine freshwater organic pearls. Now this colour is very bridesmaidy to me.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, so there's lots of different avenues we can explore with a kit like this. And it's great if you're brand new to jewellery making to have a kit that will lend itself in lots of different ways for you. There are loads of different places a kit like this will take you. For instance, pearls, you can create something very classic with, very stylish with, because they're pearls. People do associate big price tags with pearls, and you know, one of June's birthstones, it's always great to incorporate a birth gemstone. Now this goes so well, and actually, do you know what? Sometimes we give you kits with lots of different colours in, and you have to really think about what you're putting together, and the purpose of that is for you to help you push your designs forward. Now this kit, I'd say all of the strands blend together automatically. So almost the work is done for you there. If you're not overconfident with colours, this is a great one for you, because would you agree all of these colours look great together, don't they?
Oh, completely. They're just so harmonious, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just similar kind of textures as well. This thing about texture, you know, harmony with texture and colour, that's beautiful.
I think you're absolutely right there, because you've got the crackles from the quartz, you've got the frosted from the white quartz, so that's a really nice surface to put next to something that's so sparkly, because they complement each other really well, don't they? And when you've got those that frosting, I think that looks great with the pearls. It kind of makes it wintry and icy, which I really like. And then you get the sparkle from the druzy. So I think of course you've got the pearlescence and the delicacy from the pearls. So each strand giving you something different. Have a look at the wonderful sparkle from this druzy. Now, not just that, because you also get 14 coils of memory wire. Now, we're going to see, of course, you know Natalia is an actual genius, and she will be, pressure's on now, isn't it? She'll be showing you how to use that memory wire. Do you know the density of that? Because I haven't got it.
It looks like 1 mil to me.
Do you think 1 mil?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 mil, a 1 mil thickness. Then you've got your 4 ribbon ends.
Maybe 0.8.
In solid sterling silver. Yeah, I think maybe it's 0.8.
Just looking again at it.
So you've got your ribbon ends. Now you've also got your pink organza gift bags, and you've got your pink organza ribbon. I love the colour. That shade is gorgeous. It's so girly and feminine. Now, not just that, don't you just love the dusky pink of the beading wire? It's beautiful. You really want to make a feature out of that, don't you? And beading wire at the moment is very fashionable to plait it, to do your French knitting with it, to do your Viking weave, which I know gives you the same kind of effect as French knitting. I think you can create your own chains, you can do macrame with it. It's very versatile and very, very fashionable in jewellery at the moment. So a lot of designs coming out with the beading thread. You've also got 100 findings with this kit, including a metre of silver chain. Now that's real silver on copper that has been e-coated, so it's hypoallergenic. So you get all the elements to this kit. Now, I have every designer tell me that comes here onto Jewellery Maker that those findings go on and on and on, and they actually find it quite hard to use every single piece in a kit. And I don't think I've come across a designer yet that's used all 100 findings in their designs. You get loads left over, don't you?
Yeah, you do completely. And you know, it's quite good, because then when you're using another kit, you know, you might want to be really head pin heavy with it, or you know, you need your toggle clasp or whatever. But I'm loving the fact that these kits have got everything that you absolutely need.
They have right from the start, and please don't forget that if you're brand new to jewellery making, not only do we give you all the elements, I definitely think a kit like this is the best starter with us here at Jewellery Maker, because you get everything. But you also get, we never leave you on your own, you also get a free tutorial DVD, a free step-by-step book, a free JM Hub magazine, and if you click like on our Facebook page, you'll get an inspiration of ideas. And of course, we've always got guest designers here like the gorgeous Natalia, who is an absolute genius. This kit is brand new in today. Let me give you a quick kit rundown on absolutely everything that you get for your money. You've got your multicolored crackle quartz plain rounds at 12 mil, your white quartz frosted faceted puffy coins at 12 mil, your beautiful classic pearls, they're between 5 and 6 mil, 10 carats in that gorgeous sparkly druzy. You get 10 meters of dusky pink organza ribbon, 4 of the solid sterling ribbon ends, 14 coils of bracelet memory wire, 10 organza gift bags. You get your dusky pink colored beading thread there as well, and your stainless steel and your elastic. So you are good to go as soon as you get this home. JXG C54 is your item code, £24.95. Think about the fact that this could be the start of a brand new business for you at £24.95. Think about the fact that you can create some real sugar soft pieces. You've got the colours of sugared almonds in this kit. They're very feminine, they're very, very pretty. For £24.95, you've got such a great price tag. You've got 100 findings, you've got the memory wire. I mean, you've got everything that you need to get yourself going for a really low price tag. So Natalia, it's winging its way to you.
Oh, I know, I'm excited. I've already actually got some strands here because Jack's so efficient.
He is very
efficient
today.
He's given me my little kit here.
So you've got everything lined up and ready to go.
Everything I need, yes.
I'm very excited to see what you're going to make out of all of this. Now, I'm going to give everybody at home an opportunity to grab something else that might go with this kit perfectly for you whilst Natalia gets on with her challenge, and we'll go on over to Natalia in just a bit. Have a look at this, because it'll go beautifully as an addition to your kit. You've got another 2 pieces of druzy. Not that one. Oh, which one, Ducky? Oh, I've got it. Yes, yes, of course. Now, these are great because I got them, darling, yeah. The smaller beads are great for doing your headpin cluster rings, which I'm obsessed with at the moment. I love them. We had a designer, Natalia, on just the other day called Francesca, and she's got a collection. She's only been on once before, and I fell in love with her designs. She's Italian, and she's got the most amazing headpin rings on her website. I love them.
Yeah.
Cluster headpin rings are really fashionable, aren't they?
Yeah, they're beautiful. I love doing rings. I think that is an amazing piece of jewellery to make.
Me too, and I think people tend to pick them up, try them on.
Yeah.
There's something that people do tend to touch and put on, and because it's easier than putting a necklace on if they're visiting your stand or something like that. And a really great gift, aren't they, rings? And what I love about these, have a look at these little crackle quartz. They're so sparkly, they're so pretty. Aren't they gorgeous? Then you've got, again, another strand, another multicolored strand. So this is perfect. It's gonna go so well with Natalia's challenge with your bubblegum jewelry kit. And then you've got the milky clarity of the jade. It's called High End. And you've got that crackle quartz. You've got the 4 and the 6 mil beads. And they are effortlessly gorgeous, aren't they? Have a look all together. You'd easily put these all together, wouldn't you? And it's really nice to have those girly colours. With that multicolored strand, are you going to pick out each strand? You've got some gorgeous sunny yellows in here. Isn't this beautiful? Aren't they beautiful? And look at the clarity of that multicolored quartz strand. Really pretty designs that you can create. It's going to go so well with your bubblegum kit. JEGC01 is your item code. Now, this 3-strand pack is brand new today. If you want to get involved, it's 0800 644 655 on the phone lines, or come shopping with us online today. It's not the night time. I'm used to being with you at the night time. Don't worry, it's not night time. All the W's.jewellerymaker.com. You're going to have to keep correcting me on that one. Are you ready for a fabulous price tag? £7.95. It really is lovely to have your company this morning. I hope you started the day off on a good note. Hey, it's nearly the weekend. It is Thursday today, isn't it? Yeah. It's because the one I've been here for what seems like forever, but I love it. So it's good. £7.95. I think I've only had one day off this week. But do you know what? Isn't it lush when you come into the building and you think, yes.
Yeah.
Who gets to do that when they come to work? We're so lucky.
It's lovely because you walk in and you see all the strands waiting to go on the show, and you're just like, oh, this is exciting.
I love it. We really are lucky. And you know what? Please do come through with your questions, because if we can help you in any way with your jewellery making, then we will. £7.95 is your price tag. What a wonderful 3-strand pack. Now, Natalia, when you've got these smaller beads, and say you are getting them as an addition to the kit, how are they going to lend themselves?
Oh, just so perfectly, because you always need little spacer beads. So, you know, if a gemstone is quite a decent size.
Like those crackle quartz that are in that big kit.
Absolutely, and to just set it apart and to frame it almost is what they do. And especially being quite neutral, like those are.
Well, they go with anything you've already got in your stash, and you can create beady beads with the smaller beads, can't you?
Beads, and then, you know, I'm a big fan of creating tassels with chain, and so they're wonderful just to have them almost cascading down the chain.
Yeah, in a gradual cascade. Oh, I love those. I'm a massive fan of the head pin clusters, whether they're on a brooch or whether they're on a necklace or a ring. I'm a massive fan of those. The 4mm are perfect for that, aren't they?
Absolutely, and then for earrings as well, they're lightweight.
That's right, they are really lightweight. So if you want to create something that's quite gemstone heavy, and I'm a major fan of shoulder duster earrings, which I've forgotten to steal some from your collection this morning. I must do that. Then you can do that with this. £7.95 is your price tag. They're brand new in today, and they're just an essential for your jewellery making to have as many of those sizes as you can, because they really do lend themselves in every way. When you need that little bit of sparkle from the clear crackle quartz, sometimes you need a gemstone that isn't going to take away with its vibrance of colour, but you want something that's just going to add a little bit of elegance, then you need that crackle quartz. Now, we're going to move on. £7.95 is your price tag. Oh, we got the builders in, so please excuse that. Now, we're going to have the drop. Oh, which ones? All of these. Oh, it's coming. Oh, we got our next kit. Can I just show you what's coming up before I give you that kit? I've just got to show you this strand. Look at this, Natalia.
Oh, they're like fruity sweeties, aren't they?
They look like sweeties. I love these colours. I told you I'd bring you some colourful strands today, and I hope I'm not disappointed. Look at those, they're coming up for you later. I love them. Now it's time for our first kit with the gorgeous Natalia. Thanks, Jackie. All right, my babbers. Pardon? Well, you know that I'm messy, Jack. Get over it. Come on. Sorry, is Lucy dead tidy? Who do you normally work with? Fee or Vicky? Oh, Vicky's really tidy. She's a housewife. I'm not tidy, I'm really messy. Right, I'm really sorry about that banging. It's just that we've got builders in building us a new studio, so we're gonna let them off for a bit, unless they get really, really loud. They'll probably have a tea break soon. That's what builders do, isn't it? I can say that because my granddad's a builder. Yeah, they just drink tea. They don't. They're really hard working. But if there's a cup of tea on offer, off they go. Now, with these gorgeous strands, I'm thinking warmth. They're very warm. They're very autumnal. I love these. And, you know, Natalia just made a great point. Some kits are fun. Some kits are elegant. Some kits give you some sexy ideas for some gorgeous evening designs. This kit is elegant. This kit is wintry and warm and chunky. This kit is going to look fabulous in those wonderful wintry autumnal pieces. I think it's gorgeous to you. The drops are super sparkly. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. You've got the frosted rondelles. That's not the right kit, is it? Is it? No. Oh, you've given me the wrong one, have you? That's later. Yeah, they've both got red drops in them, don't worry. Okay, we've got to... Natalia's just displayed everything. Come on, there's a communication this morning.
It's very similar, I have to say.
It is similar. In it comes, lad. Oh, Jack, you thought you were efficient. You weren't. That'll teach you for calling me messy, won't it? Won't it? Not so smug now, are you, mister? That's right, you hang your head in shame. Actually, no, it's completely different because you've got the mesh. Let's have a look. Oh, I love these. These are gorgeous. Wow. They've got the most amazing strawberry jam clarity to them. Have a look, they're so juicy. Oh my gosh, these are beautiful top drilled drops. Now these are great for creating flowers with. They're beautiful just for a simple, elegant pendant. And that red agate, look how well colour matched these all are. They're beautiful. You're gonna love this kit. Now, we don't have a lot of kits with loads and loads of red in them. And red's been a really popular colour because obviously it's very seasonal. Look at that. Now this is a sexy kit, definitely.
Oh, it is. It's just knock your socks off, this kit.
Really elegant, gorgeous jewellery. Now what I'm very excited about with this kit, you've got the wood, you've got those big cherry red agate faceted rounds. They're 12mm. I love this. Do you know, I've always got cherry drops. I'm always sucking cherry drops. Everyone, look at the mesh. Pear drops and cherry drops are my favourite. Look at this. You have got 1 metre of mesh. Isn't that gorgeous? It's coral coloured. I'd call that more rose pink than coral, to be fair. Not just that, because you've also got loads of ribbon with, oh, I love this, Natalia. You wait till you see the amazing designs that, oh, I can see some stealables. You also get your ribbon in this, so you've got your purple, you've got your gold, really pale gold, beautiful. You've got your black, you've got your snowflake white, you've got your violet, you've got your fuchsia, you've got your aubergine, you've got your Zambian amethyst colour, you've got your dusky pink, and you've got your silver. You get loads in this kit. Now you've also got 100 findings, again including 1 metre of silver on copper chain. Now I know you're going to love this kit. Let's have a little browse at the amazing jewellery that the very talented Natalia has made. I'm so excited that I have you this morning. I love this mesh. You can really look at that gorgeous jewellery. Natalia, that rosette that you've made out of the mesh is beautiful.
Yes, well, do you know, it's just having a play, because it's good to experiment with everything, isn't it? And
yeah.
it has so many possibilities, that mesh. I want to show you a few things today.
Really? I'm very excited by that. I love it. I love it. Now you need to get this kit if you want something that's going to give you a diverse range of shapes, a different kind of texture, and you've got 4 strands to work with. I love the strawberry jam clarity of that red agate. I think those beautiful crackled cherry red agates are gorgeous too. Think about wire wrapping those. The wood is going to add a nice chunky look to your jewellery, but keep it lightweight. You've got your monofilament, you've got your elastic. We're going to give you such a wonderful price tag on this kit. Wild Cherry for £19.95. Natalia, that price tag is amazing.
It's an amazing bargain. When you think of everything that I could make from it, you know, when you just look at the possibilities, and it's just, it felt like it went on and on, that kit.
It's so elegant, the jewellery you've made. Now, I think sometimes you have to make for your market, don't you?
Yes.
This kit is definitely, I think you take these to a party. And you know, because I have spoken to a lot of jewellery makers about their business ideas, and every single one says it really depends. What kind of jewellery you take really depends on where you're selling it. You're never gonna make your 40 or 50 pounds at a school fair stall, but if you go, now in Cheltenham at the racecourse we have a rock and gem show, which probably travels around the Great Britain, I'm not sure, but you go in there and you buy a piece of jewellery and you know it's going to be expensive, but everybody loves going to the rock and gem show just before Christmas to pick up some Christmas gifts. So these are price tags, you know, you can put the price tags up. Now I think this is probably rock and gem show quality that you've made here. These are price tags that can be bumped up now. I think every kit gives you something different in that kind of. If you're looking for jewellery that's going to definitely be able to put a big price tag on, and maybe actually with this kit, because you've got the wood in it, you could go down both avenues, but I definitely think looking at that mesh, there's a big elegance to this kit, and for under £20, I think you've got a profit maker. Let's get on over to the very talented and absolutely gorgeous Natalia. I'm so excited by these gemstones. I just think you get such a lot for your money with this kit, and I do think when you look at the elegance of jewellery that you've created, these are special pieces that you would display somewhere where you probably are going to lean towards the bigger price tags. Do you think that's
I think so, definitely. I mean, you know, with these little drops, they are just stunning quality. When they come out of the bag and you look at them, look how clear they are.
I know, I love that.
Depth of colour.
There's not many red gemstones, Natalia, that do that.
No, that's right. It's just gorgeous. And the wood as well. I was thinking, I don't know what I'm going to do with the wood, and you know what I do is I just snip everything up and then I mingle it around in my beadboard, and then things just almost like they come out, like reading tea leaves.
Yeah, they do, because you blend them together.
Yeah.
Can we look at every single individual piece? Now this in particular, I mean, if you're going to a ball or a dinner dance or something like that, I just want to get my skin behind it and show you those drops. Now that's something you would wear to one of those kinds of occasions, and therefore I would say this is something you can put a big price tag on. Can you imagine a gorgeous dusky pink cocktail dress with that?
Yeah,
I mean, it would just look beautiful. And how much do you think you could sell something like that for if you were selling it, say, at a, you know, you get a lot of those vintage boutiques, and we were talking earlier about where you sell your jewellery, and if you saw this in a vintage boutique or even in a beauty salon in one of those glass cabinets, what do you think a fair price tag for that would be?
Do you know, I may get shocked here by the audience, but I would pay £30 to £40 for a piece like that.
I absolutely agree with you.
It's really, it's
different.
Just a statement, isn't it? I could see Mother of the Bride wearing that. I could see, you know, you dressing up for a special occasion, you want a very neutral outfit, and then you just want some stunning jewellery to go with it. And like you said, you know, if you're going to a school fete, it's not going to necessarily sell, but the teachers might buy it.
I love it. Do you know what? Actually, you're right. My friend Lorraine went to one, and there was a jewellery maker there, and I said to her, "I love you. Where did you get that necklace from? It's amazing." And it was somewhere in Cheltenham. So whoever that, it was at Toddington school. Whoever that jewellery maker was, I want it. I loved it.
Yeah.
She paid £40 for it, and she was like, "I didn't expect to see it, but I bought it because I had the cash on me."
Yeah.
You know, I just think sometimes you'll get them, but I do think, with this kit sold out, I'm so sorry, it's gone and sold out.
What a shame. Well, those of you who got it, best of luck to you, because...
Oh, 3 chances. I'm sorry, I just had to... 3 chances left. 3. Okay. I just want to put this against some skin because...
Look how gorgeous that looks on
Well,
you.
I just think, if you had
colouring.
one of those necklines with no shoulders, what's it called?
Strapless?
Yeah, a strapless dress.
I was thinking if it got a special name.
You could have, I mean, that is just stunning.
Do you know,
and if I was going to a ball or a dinner dance, you pay £30 or £40 for your necklace.
But can you imagine that everybody, you know, like your dress, we always pay loads of attention to the outfit, don't we? And it's all about what you actually put with it to make it really special. And you're just goddess-like in that.
I love it. I love your designs. I think you're just an amazing designer. You can create this, and was it easy to create?
So easy.
We're gonna do some demonstrations.
Yeah, just gonna show you
Because I love that. I love that rosette so much. Seriously, this is so gorgeous. Look at the earrings as well. Beautiful. Just beautiful.
They're so pretty, aren't they? Because those have actually got colour variants, and they have that salmony pink colour that the wire mesh has.
And you get the
tubing,
sparkle
whatever you call
because
it.
of the facets.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
We're very excited about this kit. Can you tell? We're both like...
I know.
I'm sorry if you've just woken up and we're all overexcited.
Yeah.
It's like when your kids come into your room. And you're like, ah!
Yeah, get me a coffee first and then we'll talk.
That's what I say to Mia. Stop asking me questions until I get to the bottom of this tea. I don't want any questions. Because Mia wakes up and asks me a million questions.
Yeah.
It's like, oh. Okay, anyway, let's have a
Okay, right, well, because this is so popular and because I love it so much, and I'm guest designer today, I'm going to show you something to do. Because I can. And I don't have an earpiece, so I can't hear what anybody's saying to me.
You do what you like.
I just
You're
will.
a princess in here.
I'm a maverick. What I did with this necklace is I used quite a lot of the mesh, but I had a little bit left over. It's like a little sock, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like one of those finger pull things when you make
it's not like those ones that you put on your wrist. And that actually made the butterfly on the necklace there. Yeah,
oh my gosh. What? That tiny piece?
Yes.
Made that?
Yes. There may be a little bit more, but it was great.
So a little does go a long
a
way.
heck of a long way. So this stuff is wonderful. I love anything that morphs and turns into different things.
Me too.
So I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you exciting things that you can do with this. So it comes like that, flat, like a ribbon. And then what you can do is you can just pull it and tease it. So you could have it, you know, in a kind of
Look at that.
quilty kind of effect.
Yes.
But if you don't want it,
That looks so designery.
you just go like that.
Oh my gosh.
And it goes back to how it was.
Oh
It looks
my
like I
God.
ironed that, doesn't it?
If only that we could do that with our bed sheets.
I know, that would be great, wouldn't it? We should put a
Do you know
request
what?
in.
That's my idea.
You're
Because who
onto
wants to
it.
iron? Who's got time for that?
Jack and Stan with that one.
Me and you. We're there.
You do the presenting, I'll be lying in the bed or something.
Pulling it.
And so the way I did that particular necklace was, I left a little bit of length so that I can create almost like a thread to just be around the back of your hair and the back of your neck. So,
Okay.
So leaving about, what would you say, about 4 or 5 inches.
Okay.
So starting down here, I just started to pull. And then I'm just twist.
Are we creating this now?
Yeah, just to show you how that was created. So you do a twist, it's really, and it stays in place. You don't need wire or head pins or anything.
Gemma
It just
Crow
stays
uses
where
this
it
a
is.
lot on her designs. Have you
Oh,
seen?
she's just so
She's
inspiring.
amazing.
She's ridiculously talented, that woman.
So are you.
It shouldn't be allowed.
Should we get rid? Lock her in a room.
The crocodile pit.
Dare she
Send
be
her
so
in there.
talented.
Just go and stand over there, Gemma. And so you can see I've created that little shape. So again, you're just pulling it apart, and then when you get to that point, you're just twisting. Now, I noticed the other day that you were selling a bundle of these in different colours.
Were we?
Yes. And so what you can do is you can put 2 of them back to back.
Yeah.
Do your thing. So you simultaneously pull and twist. And you'll have one colour on one side and one colour on the other. So
Reversible
when they come
jewellery
in,
as
reversible
well.
jewellery, can you imagine? And so you could
I'm
have
very
it
excited by
hanging
this.
weight had, one side one colour and then one side the other, or you could have it all one colour on one side and then you wear it another day, turn it over.
Yes, I love that.
So that's that. And so really versatile. And then I wanted to show you how to do this, but I didn't have a pair of scissors, and I wondered if anybody could get me a pair of scissors.
Jack.
I knew Jack is
Jack.
Jack of all trades. He's
If
got
Jack can't
everything.
get us scissors, he's fired.
Tools. Man and his tools. Oh, look at this.
Good boy.
And they look
Good
like really nice,
boy.
sharp ones.
He's a good boy. Don't stab me.
That's a film, isn't
Thanks,
it?
babe.
When they come at you with the scissors. So what
Never
I do
patronise someone who's got blades in their hand.
is you just pop your scissors inside the tube and then just cut. And it's like
It doesn't
cutting-
fray?
No. Well, it does fray, but here's the thing. There's other things
What's
you
the
can
thing?
do to
What
stop
is the
it from
thing?
fraying. So I'm pulling that apart.
Yeah. I
And
love
then-
that it's curling around.
I'm making the top half of the butterfly here.
Oh,
So-
monofilament.
Monofilament, because it just blends and you can't see it.
That was really easy to cut, wasn't it?
It was just like a hot knife through butter, as they say.
Butter. Love butter.
And then I'm just popping monofilament here across the middle. Sorry, I'm moving
can't
around in
help
my
it, though.
excitement.
I love this kit so much. Do we still have some of this kit left? It's gone and sold out. I'm so sorry. It's now, the kit's gone and sold out. I love it. Can we buy more of this mesh? Do we have any other codes for that? Because I just think it's amazing.
We need more mesh. We need to
We
be
need
talking
mesh.
to everybody upstairs, don't we, and saying, just sell mesh. That's all
We just
need.
want mesh.
We
I love
don't
it.
want mesh.
I love it.
So trim off these bits of monofilament. I'll show you what I'm doing in a minute because I'm here just pleasing myself, and all will become clear. So what I've done is I just did a little,
Like a bow now.
Like a bow now. So
So
that's the-
that'd be really cute on a hair grip.
wouldn't that be wonderful? All the hair combs and the hair, what are they called?
Tiaras,
Bands.
hair bands.
Yes.
Just bands, hair bands.
And you were saying about, does it fray? Well, the beauty of this is all you have to do is to just curl it. And
How are you doing that? Just pinching
just
it?
with my fingers. Yeah. And you can get, I noticed Gemma did this with her lovely rose that she made. to make it. And when you do your butterfly, you see, you've got your butterfly.
And you want the corners to be, yes.
Corners to be a little bit like that.
You can manipulate this really easily.
Yeah, and it doesn't fray. It kind of maintains.
Sorry if I'm interrupting you. I'm
That's
so very
okay.
excited. I'm like a child.
To do the whole butterfly, you can either pinch it in again there, like that, with some more monofilament, so you'd have a little butterfly, or you can get another piece. Which I'm going to snip
What
off.
are you up to?
I'm going to make the
Gosh, you
top
don't
half
use a
of
lot
it.
at all,
You don't,
do you?
not at all. So can you imagine you could have, if I was Hannah Oxberry, I'd have a whole kind of, what do you call them, a swarm of butterflies?
An Oxburyism, that's what you call it. She was upstairs dead early this morning, that one.
She's willing.
She's
very
ace.
keen girl, isn't she? So, again, just popping a bit of monofilament to make the other, these can be the top wings or the bottom wings. Doesn't matter, does it?
Doesn't.
I'll decide.
Well, it's easy to manipulate, so you can always change it as well.
That's it. I'm just going to do one thing with monofilament there, so I can.
Nudging you across. We're
Sorry.
working towards the edge today, aren't we? I've noticed.
I think probably because I've moved the mat. That's probably
Oh,
what's
it's your
happened.
fault,
It
is
is.
it?
It's probably. Oh, I'm going to have to do another knot in there. I hope I'm explaining this clearly enough,
You
because I've
are.
kind of gone off into, you know, where you go into
a
creative
design, yeah.
mode.
Ooh.
I saw an article the other day that said something about creative people are very close to madness, and I think that's very true in my case.
Well, yeah, I think, yeah, I'm close to madness. I'm not particularly creative, though. Maybe I am, and I don't know it.
So then you can just use your monofilament to fasten those two together, like that.
Love it. That was easy.
It was very easy.
And you've just knotted the monofilament.
Yeah.
You don't need to do anything but knot.
No.
And you can weave beads. Now, what you've done here, Natalia, is you've added on an eye pin that comes with, in the centre, you've used those wonderful gold beads. Now, this is such
That's
a
a little
beautiful
body.
kit.
And if you were, you know, I didn't have any more wire. I wanted to find a wire, so you know, 0.4 wire or something like that to make some little antennae. But you could do that at home. You could, you know, make it really butterfly-like and curl the little antennae over, put little beads on the end of them.
You could actually curl, you know, you can curl the beading thread. That could make antennae.
And there's a dragonfly in here. Because what you could do we're getting, I'm going to cut some of these off actually, and then I'll show you, because these
The
are
kit's
actually
gone
really
and
good.
sold out. I'm really, really sorry.
You can pop your beads inside.
What are you up to?
It's better if you string them onto thread, because they will
Jack's all
stay.
excited as well. Jack just let go of the camera and went, woo.
But you know, you can just capture the beads.
Wow.
Some beading thread, because it would hold them in place a bit better. This would be like the body of a dragonfly, then you can have wings coming off.
You're too clever sometimes.
That is just a miracle, this thing.
I love the mesh. I wish we had massive packs of mesh to give you, but we apparently don't have a lot of it in stock. Dida's trying to find it, but I don't think we've got any of it now. I'm so sorry the kit's gone and sold out, so we're going to go to the Wall of Fame. Off you go. That's gorgeous.
Isn't that lovely? It's so simple.
Very simple and elegant.
Okay, so we have 382, and this is from Jane Walker in Cheshire, and she says, here is my entry for the Wall of Fame this week. Very simple banded agate pendant on leather cord with gold wire work. Hope it makes the wall and hope it's a winner. Keep up the fabulous shows. Love to all, Jane Walker. And Jane, you know, it really does. It's wonderful just to have something very simple and
I love this quirky design on the front with the wire as well.
It looks like it's quite a random design, which is
yeah,
lovely.
it's nice and angular. I really like that. It's very artistic.
It is very artistic.
Look at this.
Wow.
Isn't that fabulous? I'm majorly into my hair combs.
Are you?
I love them. I tried to put one in my hair this morning, but it wasn't having any of it. This is just beautiful, and I love the wig. And it's from Helen in West Wales, and she says, hi all at JM, please find attached my entry for this week's Wall of Fame, a hair slide made with pearls and quartz from JM, plus a couple of crystals from my stash. Watch the show today, which was Tuesday, and we'll miss Lucy when she goes on maternity leave. She is bonkers, but in a good way, isn't she? She's amazing. Honestly, a phone call from that girl, and the other day she rang me and we were on the phone for about an hour. I put the phone down and I had to ring her back and say, what did you ring me for? Because she rang me to get a point across, and we just rambled about rabbits and children. Gorgeous, that hair comb. Look at the pearls. Beautiful, very, very bridal. Gorgeous.
It's lovely, that asymmetric design as well, isn't it? That's really different.
Very Art Deco.
I love everything that's different.
Me too.
Okay, and these are so beautiful, aren't they? You know, this minty green is in a lot. I've seen a lot of it in the shops. This is 381, and this is from Tanya. And she says, hi all at JM, here's my entry for the Wall of Fame. I've used green sodalite tubes that I wire wrapped to make these earrings. I hope you like them.
Green sodalite? I've never seen green sodalite.
I know, isn't that beautiful?
I love them. I love aventurine sodalite. You know, aventurine is one of my favourites. I just love it. Because they look so gorgeous with peaches.
Yes.
I think they look gorgeous.
Very delicate colours, aren't they? I like the way she's photographed that as well.
Me too, it's very elegant.
Yeah, very arty.
You're very clever today. We've got a strand of sodalite coming up, blue sodalite coming up for you later. Number 383 is a collection of amazing beadwork. Have a look, and it's from Kitty, I love that name, Kitty Johnston in Edinburgh, and she says, I found Jewellery Maker by accident, now I'm addicted. Do you know what? I think that happens, doesn't it? Yeah. I haven't sent in any photos before, although I've taken them for the purpose. So today, I'm sending a page of pictures of 4 necklaces I've made from materials all sourced from JM. Kitty, they're beautiful. I love your beadwork. This is amazing.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Look at that one.
That one is
that the ladder weave
style, isn't it? It looks like it, yes.
It reminds me of mint choc chip.
Yes.
Looks yummy. I love that. Well done, Kitty. It is gorgeous. Really beautiful. Now, if you want to get involved in the Wall of Fame, we're going to give you details of exactly how to do so. Please come through to us on Facebook today, or give us a text in 60777, followed by your JM Studio, followed by your message. If you've got any messages for Natalia, we will endeavour to get as many through to her as we possibly can. I'm going to go back on over and leave you to challenge. Thank you so much. You're ace, you are. You're ace. Let's go on over too. I'll try not to fall over. There are lots of hazards around here. Like the little sound effects. Now we're going to go to that gorgeous sodalite. Have a look at these colours. Now, sodalite is a gemstone. We were saying this last night. Who's the princess? You told me this, didn't you? Princess Katerina, who is from England, isn't she? She's from the UK. And she went to Canada and fell in love with this gemstone and came back with, and basically has kitted her house out in sodalite ornaments. And so it's called the Princess Gemstone because of that. Now, sodalite is such a gorgeous deep colour. I think, you know, when you go and you look at the ocean during the night time, you've got those really gorgeous midnight ocean blues. And I think sodalite is a gemstone that's very popular with your customers. Speaking, in fact, to Gemma Crow, she told me that, because the way that Gemma Crow makes most of her money business-wise is by doing jewellery parties. Gemma Crow told me that blue is always the biggest seller at jewellery parties, and so I had a little think about that, and I went and had a look, and statistically, apparently, 7 out of 10 people will tell you their favourite colour is blue.
Oh, that's interesting, isn't
it?
And because you have so much diversity with blue as well, you know, you've got like teal blues, you've got really pastel-y light blues, you've got the turquoise, you've got, wow, so many possibilities.
Yeah, and I think it's a colour we see in nature. Blue is the colour of the summer sky. It makes us feel happy. You know, blue is a gemstone you need in your stash because it's the most popular colour, apparently, statistically, in the world. And like Natalia says, blue, think of how many shades of blue are there. Hundreds and hundreds of different shades of blue out there. Here, we offer you a strand that has those fabulous deep blues, but you've also got the sky blues in here as well. Does it remind you of a Ming vase? It does, doesn't it? Fabulous, I love it. And these are big 14 mil rounds, so they're great for wire wrapping. They're perfect for a big chunky bracelet. They're incredible at the top of a tassel. 14 mil beads lend themselves in many different ways, don't they, Natalia?
Yeah, absolutely. And you can just use them on their own. You know, I have a kit coming up where one bead is, you know, the centre of attention, but it's quite big.
So they could essentially be pendants in that case.
Yes, absolutely. And you know how we're doing a lot of the kits with chain in. We're doing a lot. I've got a kit coming up later that's got a lot of ribbon in it. So can you imagine just threading it onto ribbon, just one?
And that'd be something
stone.
Easy to do.
Yeah, completely. Very easy.
So you've got a big gemstone here and one of the world's most popular colours. And just to show you, I mean, we've got this wonderful strand of Larimar, which also is blue. Look at the different shades of blue that there are out there, and get as many as you can in your stash, because it's one of the most popular colours, one of the biggest sellers. And again, with a neon blue appetite, so many different shades of blue. These look incredible together, really Michelangelo together, aren't they? Aren't they beautiful? Think about putting blues and greens together. I've got later on a really nice strand of sky blues coming up for you. Now those look so Balearic together, don't they? I just think they're wonderful. And then put them with your greens as well. These are colours we see together in nature. And always, if you get stuck, always think, what goes in nature? Because if it goes in nature together, it'll go together on your jewellery. And there are lots of ways we can put different colours together. 470 carats, these are big 14mm rounds. And you need these big gemstones in your stash when you want to add a little bit of bulk, when you want to add a nice carat weight, when you want something that's going to draw the eyes straight into a focal point. Then this is a gemstone that you need. We're going to give you a really fab way of making a profit on a really long strand. Think about the price tags that you're going to charge. Maybe you've just got, we've had Laura Binding in last week and we did a lot of wire deals for you. If you bought lots of the wire, then these are excellent for wire wrapping. Look at the price tag, £7.95 for this gorgeous deep blue gemstone. They're 14 mil, and don't forget, this is a strand of genuine gemstones. If you go to your bead shop and you try and buy a whole strand, do you think you'd be paying a price tag like that? I don't think so. You tell me. £7.95. Natalia, when we see price tags like that for 14 mil beads and a whole long strand of them, would you say that was great value?
Oh, of course it is. You know, you just can't deny it, can you?
Well, I've not actually gone in and bought. I've seen. I know you have actively spent a lot of your time going and buying and sourcing gemstones before you came from JM.
Yeah.
So would you say, I mean, is it easy to get genuine gemstones?
It isn't easy, no. You know, the main place where I used to buy things, they would be having strands hanging up there, and I was thinking, this is a wholesaler. Why aren't they cheaper than I can just get on the internet? And they weren't that brilliant.
Really, the quality wasn't that brilliant.
The quality wasn't that brilliant, no.
The thing about JM is, if you don't love it when you get it home, you send it back.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important. Because you can't touch it right now, we give you 30 days. Get it home, touch it, look at all of the different patterns in your strand. And because they're genuine gemstones, different. And that's the beauty of working with genuine gemstones, isn't it? You've got Mother Nature's fingerprint. You'll never be able to create the same piece exactly the same. So each piece of your jewellery that comes out of your collections is bespoke. £7.95 the price tag for this gorgeous strand. If you want to come shopping with us today, pick up the phone and dial 0800 644 655, or you can shop online with us, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Make sure you check your baskets out, and we always only ever charge you 1 P&P. You know, I was saying this last night, I went shopping online the other day and I bought a dress online. Well, I had it in my basket anyway. Then I wanted a pair of shoes that matched, and the price tag of postage went from £4 to £12 just because I'd added some shoes in. I thought, no way. And I didn't even bother carrying on shopping with them then. We don't do that for you. We give you the same P&P no matter how heavy your basket gets, which I think is really important because there's not many companies that do that. And don't forget, you've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. Use your debit card or your credit card to come shopping with us this morning. And it's great to have your company. Stay exactly where you are. We're going to move on to something else gorgeous for you. But before we do that, we're going to give you a little bit more information on Jewellery Maker. Have a look at this.
A big hello from everyone here in Jaipur. Namaste. Before any of the gemstones that arrive here in Jaipur can leave Jaipur for the UK, they need to be tested. So all the genuine gemstone strands go from the vendor to an independent laboratory. They're then tested to prove that they are what they say they are. Now, as you can see here, this shipment of emerald arrived this morning, and it comes with this. This is really important. This shows that the emerald has been tested in random strands and can be proven to be genuine emerald. If this authenticity card doesn't arrive with a genuine gemstone, then the shipment won't go to the UK.
The Jewellery Maker gift voucher is now available. If you're looking for the right gift this year, choose the Jewellery Maker gift voucher. Available in £10 and £50 denominations. Call 0845 6588 66 and give the gift of choice this Christmas.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just £9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. We've got a brand new gorgeous kit for you, and actually Natalia and I were just talking about this kit, and I'm going to tell you what we're talking about in a sec. We were just saying about Gemma Crow telling me that how important blue is for you to have, and even if it's not your favourite colour, I mean green's my favourite colour, I see something green, I love it, I want it. Blue, statistically, is supposed to be the world's most popular colour, and it was actually Gemma Crow that brought that to my attention. She said every single time she does a jewellery party, blue is the gemstone that sells out, and when I was speaking to her, she said the last jewellery party she did, she didn't have enough blue, and people were picking the designs. She had to go back, buy more blue gemstones and make up the jewellery and then send it out. She said you can never have enough blue, especially if your business is jewellery parties. Now, if you've started jewellery making, I think probably one of the easiest ways to begin with of developing your business is to start doing jewellery parties. We're speaking to Natalia about this just earlier on. Now, I'm going to talk to you a little bit more in detail about that, but before we do, I'm going to show you this gorgeous kit. So blues are very, very important. You want to create something outstandingly stylish. Have a look at Natalia's gorgeous jewellery that she's made from this kit. Maybe, like me, you've seen those wonderful sizes and those shapes in those bicones. And I actually said to Natalia, I've had this strand and I love it, what do I do with it? And she said, there are a million different things you can do with that strand, because they are big, aren't they? And I just said to you, didn't I, Natalia, I think wire wrap them, and then where else do we go? And you're going to talk to us a little bit about that. Yeah. They're beautiful blues. Now have a look. We've got a very new strand for you. Now I want you to look at the detail. If you look at the Earth from a satellite view, I think it looks like this wonderful gemstone. Isn't it? It reminds Claire of the Barrier Reef. Look at those colours. I think they are stunning. They're beautiful. Look at all of them, the fusion of colours together and the amazing patterns. They're organic and they're gorgeous. Aren't they gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. It's carbonatite. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Have a look. Because you've also got the elegance of the black agate drop. Now, when you put one gemstone next to another, your train of thought goes somewhere else, doesn't it? You could put the Larimar we've got coming up later on next to this strand, and your train of thought's doing something else. You could put the neon blue apatite next to that strand, and I just think those are made for each other. Gorgeous blend of colours, aren't they? And then you put something elegant like a black drop next to it, and your train of thought is taking you in a completely different direction, isn't it? Think about the designs that you can create. You've got a really nice subtlety to those two colours together. Now, this is the strand that stands out, feature strand. You've got in fact, two big feature strands to this kit. Now you've got that wonderful black agate and quartz in that fabulous shape. Now if you're stuck for what to do with that fabulous shape, but you love it and you've got to have it, like me, I've got this strand because I love it, because it's so different to anything else. Now, I was just speaking to Natalia during the break about what else do I do with this, Natalia, I said, because I've wrapped it into a ring, what else can I do with it? And Natalia said Bee's given her lots of inspiration about these, and there's loads of things. Now you want it in your stash, don't you, because it is so different. You want it in your stash because you love the fact that these are big pendants and really great value for money at that, because you've got so many to work with. Now, because your train of thought might be taking you towards wire, we're going to give you 0.8 wire in that fabulous colour, wonderful turquoise. Now, what a colour. Aren't these all fabulous together? And I'm not even done showing you because there's loads more. Now this is on a 0.8. 0.8 is perfect for rings. I like using 1 mil for rings as well, but 0.8 is perfect for starting rings that you don't get achy thumbs. You can also make your shepherd's hooks, you can make your findings out of 0.8, you can make your links to your bracelets out of 0.8. It's very, very versatile, and it's nice and thick. It's going to keep its shape. Now, you also get your silver pendants in this kit. 2 huge silver balls and 3, you got 2 medium, 1 small. Look at these. Aren't they fantastic? Now that texturing is something that's very typical right now of Italian jewellery, which I know I've told you before. It's an ancient Arabic technique. Do that fabulous texture on your precious metals, and it's been very much adopted by the Italians. So when we see it, we think of richness, we think of Italian jewellery, we think Bulgari, Versace, Dolce & Gabbana, we think of all those wonderful expensive jewellers. So you've got such a lot in this kit already. And we're also going to give you 100 findings, silver, genuine silver, on e-coated copper, so they're all hypoallergenic. And again, these findings are going to go on and on and on. If you're not sure what to do with wire, just pick up one of our wirework DVDs with your order. They're $4.95, and I think we've got 4 different wirework DVDs. We also have some free downloads on our website, allthews.jewellerymaker.com, or you can ask Natalia, she's great with wirework. So you get 3 gorgeous strands. You've got 10 meters of wire. You've got those wonderful silver beads to work with as well. You've got your monofilament, your elastic, and you've got your stainless steel beading wire. And so many wonderful design inspiration ideas from the gorgeous Natalia. XQG C40, it's called Neptune, and it's just £24.95. Don't forget, you've got the wire in this kit as well. Think about the fact you've got 2 feature gemstone strands, and get yourself dialing, because you've got all those wonderful colours, because you've got the wire, because you've got 100 findings, and because I think this is a sure profit maker. £24.95 is a great deal. And you've also got that 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you want to buy a few kits and just keep that your favourite, that's fine. You've got 30 days, and it's a no quibble money back guarantee to every single one of you. If you're joining us here at Jewellery Maker for the first ever time, with your first order, we'll give you a free tutorial DVD and a free JM Hub magazine, so you're never left alone. Let's give you a quick kit rundown on absolutely everything that you're getting for your £24.95. 670 carats of black and blue agate. The fancy shapes are 20 by 30 millimeters. 540 carats of that wonderful big blue flat coin. They're 25 millimeters. 100 Your black agate drops, they're 8 by 12. 10 meters of turquoise colored wire on a 0.8. You get all your findings, 100 findings, and you get your brushed ball pendants on a 21 mil, a 13 millimeter, 24 millimeter, a 14 millimeter, and an 11 millimeter. £24.95. I love these. Wow. Oh my gosh.
I did it a bit crazy.
Very Versace, darling.
It's very walk, isn't it? You know, because we've had the fashion weeks lately, and I just thought
It's so catwalk.
A bit kind of, yeah, a bit Cruella de Vil.
It's very Versace. Those
Yes,
big,
it is, yes.
incredible designs. I love that. Jack loves that too. He's shaking
You
his
could
head
go
at
for
that.
one of the smaller ones if you didn't want to be as crazy and wild as I've been with that. But I like the big jewellery. I always say if you can't see me coming from a mile away, then it's not worth wearing, you know. You'll have some, you know, we were talking about selling your work and you know, promoting yourself, and you've got to have statement pieces that draw people in.
Yes.
And then it may not be that they wouldn't go anywhere near those pieces, that they go for the more traditional classic looking pieces, but you've got to have the wow factor, the thing that makes people go, oh, look at that.
You're so right, because when you're flicking through your Vogue magazine and you see the most insane piece of Vivienne Westwood coming down that catwalk and it's crazy,
Yeah.
you don't go, you wouldn't necessarily go and buy it, but you just think, that's amazing, I love Vivienne Westwood, and you go and buy a pair of Vivienne Westwood shoes because
Yeah.
you love it, you know, you're inspired by the design.
Or a scarf.
Yeah. Yeah, a scarf probably.
Yeah, that's all I can afford.
Have a look. Well, her jewellery's getting quite affordable.
Yes, it is actually, yes.
Have a look, and she's using a lot of shell pearl. Have you
Yeah.
noticed that?
Yeah.
I noticed something a little bit naughty actually. She's advertising a pearl necklace and it's got one tiny weeny 2 mil pearl in it, and the rest is shell pearl, but it's gorgeous.
But, you know, this goes back to the other thing that I was saying to you earlier on off air about having a signature. So what is it about your work that makes you stand out? And so Vivienne Westwood's got that, it's like that planet, isn't it?
The planet with a V on it, yeah.
And so, you know, come up with your own little essence of you that makes your jewellery, gives it a brand.
What's your essence?
Mine is very much the big statement pieces, and I'm into making animals with silver clay as well. So I had a book idea for metal clay animals, magical metal clay animals I was going to call it, and then I thought, no, it's a bit too niche, so I just did a general book, but loads of things in the book were animals. So I did an owl, I did a peacock and a fox.
I need to see this. We've got some of that clay coming up for you later, so you need to be on the ball for that one. I love this. Now, here's a great way of using these big gemstones, because I said to you, I've got this strand, and my first train of thought is to wire wrap them. But I love what you've done. You've done something very gemstone heavy, but very simple. And actually, that's a great way of using them, because they're gonna add a little bit, they're gonna be nice and textured, they're gonna move, very fluid movement from them as well.
They're hanging from the chain, so they're not gonna stab you, you know, if they're sitting in a
they're
pendant
around
or
here,
something. Yeah. So they're just going to be on top of your clothing.
Well, I think when people are wearing jumper dresses in the winter, chunky dresses, you need chunky jewellery, otherwise it's going to get lost.
You do,
it?
and I could have gone mad. I could have put more in, because actually, I'll just show you what I've actually got left from the kit.
You've got
all
loads
of
left.
those. So, oops, what's to fly off there?
She's got a big stash left. So you've got loads, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those left.
That's right. So I could have done the whole necklace in that, but you know.
And you're going to give us some ideas about how to use these.
Yeah, definitely.
And you were saying that B had some designs on Facebook, was it?
B had something similar to this the other day, and I saw it. And what she'd done was, I just thought was so cunning. And I love watching the other guest designers because they give you so many great ideas. It's so what I normally do is I get these, and then I'd go snip, and then snip, get rid of the thread. But what she's done is, can you see that's coming out like a tassel?
Yeah.
So obviously she's then gone to the second one down and snipped. I'm assuming she's done this anyway. And then taken that off, and then you have two beautiful tassels on there. And what she did was she did it as a pendant, so she actually put the thread through the centre hole and had those tassels hanging.
Yes, I
What a
like
fab
that idea.
idea.
That is a fab idea.
And it was this decorative element, and I just saw that and I thought, oh, B, you are just too clever for words.
Do you know, these are big chunky gemstones and they're a joy to have in your stash. And what colours? These are beautiful colours together, aren't
Look
they?
at these. You know, the reason I don't tend to pendants like this is I'm not a wire wrapping guru like some people, so that's one reason. But also, I just love to see the beautiful, the formation of it and the colours, and they're all different. You know, this one is very much green and it's quite, you can see the crackly kind of effect inside, And so I like to be able to leave that intact. I don't want to see wire wrapped around it, but then other people, you know, they will make a fantastic job of that.
Well, that's why I got this strand, because I wanted to make a wire wrap ring out of it. And then I thought, what else am I going to do with it? Because they are fabulous. I just wanted them because I like them. Do you ever do that?
Yeah.
Right, I want them. And then you think, well, what am I going to do with it? I love these fab gemstones, and these are really new, these blue. Tell me what these are called again. I keep forgetting. Carbonatite, that's it.
Yeah, that's
keep
unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, gorgeous. Obviously because of its element of carbon within it.
I really loved, you know, the patterns on these and all of the different variations of them. Again, you know, the ones that I got in the kit this morning compared to the ones that I was sent are totally different, but it's beautiful.
Now what technique are you going to show us, my dear?
I'm going to show you the necklace that has the silver ball, so we're incorporating pretty much everything that comes in the kit in one necklace. And
I love that.
this yeah, it's the toggle clasp, yes.
Wow.
And there's something about this kit that it's very modern. It says a bit space agey to me.
Contemporary.
Yeah. It's really, really, I don't know. I don't know, that like the wonder of this jewellery. So I went the whole hog with that necklace. I put both of the toggles on there.
It's got to go on. It's got to go on.
Great with your outfit.
Isn't that fab?
Yeah.
Just brings it to life when you put it on.
Doesn't
I mean,
it
that
sit
is amazing.
beautifully the way that you've got that the silver ball just nestling there in your, is it clavicle?
Your decolletage in the crevice.
It's in the film The English Patient where he actually finds out what this part of their body's called.
Oh, I haven't watched that film in ages.
Oh, it's very sad.
It is sad,
watch
isn't it?
it.
Don't watch that film. Have a look. Oh, I love this. Do you know it has to go on, Natalia? It's
It does.
You need to try jewellery on, don't you? I love it. I love it. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, you'd stop someone if you saw this on them.
Oh, you would, wouldn't you? I mean, you know, I make jewellery that I like, you know, and to see and to wear, so.
Just telling me, Mia, we've only got 10 of these kits left, so please be quick. If you've got it in your basket, you must check it out.
Yeah,
right, we've got to get onto the technique.
This necklace, you'll just want it. You need it in your life, as Lucy says. Okay, what I've got is, for this kit, you will need some of the little black drops, the faceted drops. You'll need some of the little silver balls, the round toggle, and the heart toggle as well, because that's going to be finished off. But this is a design feature that the round toggle's been used for. So I've got, this is like the second largest silver bead here. So depending on the scale of jewellery you like, this is the thing though, you know, if you're designing for people with a smaller scale in mind, you can go smaller with the bead in the middle. And then I've taken a head pin and just threaded it through, and then I've bent it at a right angle because I'm just going to turn a loop on the end of that. Okay. And Jack has lent me his beautiful cutters. So poor Jack, I've got his scissors and his cutters.
He's all right. He's spoiled anyway.
He's got all the tools around here. He's a tool guy.
He is.
And then I've just...
He's got all the right tools for the job.
If you want a tool, just ask Jack.
He gets he's got a new every week, this boy.
Oh, has he?
Yeah. I'm always telling him off.
If I wasn't old enough to be his mother, I'd be, you know, here's my number.
Do it anyway. He's on the right one for the ladies.
Oh dear, my mum might be watching. I didn't say that, Mother. Okay.
You did.
So, anyway... Oh, and bless
He's very good looking.
Oh, he's very attractive.
Till he opens his
mouth. But you
mouth.
Can't tell him. Don't tell him that because he'll never fit his head through the door.
We said you're very good looking till you open your mouth. I mean, it was a joke. He is very good looking. He's a little hottie. He knows it.
Yeah. Well, we need that round here, don't we?
Yeah,
To make our job worthwhile.
Got to have something to put your lipstick on for in the morning for.
I wondered what you were going to say there. Sorry, I'm doing this detox. I want no caffeine. Right.
Jack, could you leave the room? You're too handsome. Right.
Okay, so I've just turned the end of that eye pin to make a loop on both ends. And then I've got my beading thread here. I'm all of a fluster now. And I'm just going to trim the end off that because it's gone a bit wonky. And I'm putting 2 of the silver balls onto one end of the beading thread, and then I'm going to pop my little, where is it? On that end, my little big silver ball onto
That's
there.
quite Vivienne Westwood Planet, isn't it? That silver ball.
Yes, it is. We just take, you know, a little nod to some of the top designers, and
I mean, there's loads out there. If you
Maker.
go into Selfridges, you've got the Alexander McQueen collections. You've got the Donatella Versace.
Yeah.
You've got the, of course, the Vivienne Westwood. There's loads of gorgeous designers out there. My daughter's particularly mad about the Juicy Couture stuff.
oh yeah, all the young stuff.
And the not
Henry
the Juicy Couture.
Holland.
No, what is
as
it she
well.
likes? Paul's Boutique. Oh.
Yes, Henry Holland.
Yeah.
So what I've done is I've put a couple of these little faceted drops on, and I played around with them because what I wanted to do was to have a little pattern going on. So I've got them the pointy end facing in towards the bead, and then I'm going to have the pear bit backing on. Can you see?
This
And it
kit's
gives
about
it-
to sell out, my darlings, so you must check your baskets out.
It gives it a really nice effect.
Oh yes, with them bottom to bottom.
Yes, because you know we've got to experiment, haven't you? And I thought that looked quite good. Yes, I'm trying to see what did my design.
Stare
and then I
into
put
my
another. I can't take my eyes off your neck. And then 2 silver balls, and then another 2.
Love black and silver together.
Isn't it just?
It's quite a big thing
stunning?
for Thomas Sabo, isn't it? The black and silver.
Yeah, and you know that stuff is so expensive.
It
and,
really is.
You know, it's really simple stuff as well.
I know.
So, and then I've taken one of these beautiful. Can you tell me what this was called again?
Carbonatite, that was it.
Carbonatite. That's it. It was on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, I forget it. It's
One
gorgeous,
of the
isn't it amazing?
carbonatites. That's my rhythm, my little pattern going on there. And I'm going to show you how to finish the end of that off. So I've got one of the little jump rings that comes in the kit, and I've just opened that up by just twisting opposite directions. And then I'm going to attach that to the other loop on the end of the ball.
In it goes.
Find it, and then pop my toggle. Oops, it doesn't want to. This is why you're best to do this before you fasten your necklace up.
And don't forget,
Put
everything
prints
Natalia's
on.
using is from the kit. If you want the tools, then we have got the smaller toolkit in stock.
So can you see that? So we've got our little tassely bit.
Here's the finished result.
Then we just need a head pin. Find a head pin. And one of the faceted drops. And so I'll pop the head pin on there, like that. And then I'm just going to pop the excess of the head pin through that.
you're
that
resting.
loop. Yeah. And then bend it over at a right angle.
Okay.
And then just so it's just balanced there, and then take that piece of wire back over the top of, whoops, I'll do this quickly here. Do that again.
Okay, and then slide it on from there.
Yeah.
It's only because you're having to put it at a different angle at home. It's easier because you can.
It's easier at home, and I've got very sweaty hands. And then I'm just using my fingers to bend that round. I'm going to trim it off actually because I haven't done a terribly good job with that.
Never waste it either, because you can put that in resin, can't you?
Yes, you can put it in all sorts, can't you?
Or you can carry on using it if you need a little tiny loop for something.
It's a little bit messy, but you get the idea there.
I love it.
That looks
I absolutely love that. Isn't it gorgeous?
And it's very glittery and Christmassy and very festive, you know, so hopefully we'll all be
fun.
going out to little parties and, you know, soirees and things like
Hope
that.
so. We're going to have a JM party. We better
We
organise that,
should have a
ladies and
JM
gents.
party, shouldn't we? We
Definitely.
don't party enough around here.
Mulled wine.
Oh, now you're talking.
No one at work's ever seen me drunk though.
Really?
I've had that policy because.
Are you a
it's-
happy drunk or are
Yeah,
you
no, I'm a
crazy
ridiculous.
drunk?
Let's jump off the tables and chairs
Yeah.
drunk.
Is that why you don't get
Yeah.
drunk?
Well, I did go out with Deanna once, and I stood up on the stage told everyone I was Amy Winehouse and stage dived on top of Deanna, who fell over. That she's the only person from work who's ever seen. Yeah, it was bad. Which is why Jenny doesn't go to the parties. When you're a mum, you can't do it. $24.95 is your price tag for this gorgeous kit. We're going to go on back over. There's only one chance left, so if you do have it in your basket, please check it out as soon as you can. Now, I'm going to leave the gorgeous and very talented Natalia to it, and we are going to launch a bundle that will work perfectly in conjunction with this kit. Now, if you love your blues, and you know, we've been touching very much on blues and business ideas and profit making and jewelry making parties and things like that. Blue is said to be the most popular colour. It's supposed to, in the world, statistically, 7 out of 10 people will tell you, apparently, according to Google, that blue is their favourite colour. And think about all the different shades of blue that there are out there. This is a gemstone colour that Gemma Crow will tell you sells out every time. It's the most popular colour. If you are, I would say, going to do your jewellery parties, think about it. Maybe you've just started jewellery making and you're thinking about, how am I going to make a profit from this? I love this, I'm getting good at it. Where do I go next? Go and see, Natalia was talking to me earlier and she said, go and see people that sell handbags and lots of different things, and that might already do parties, and ask them if you can team up and have a pamper party. Maybe actually one of my friends does nails, and she's teamed up, just to give you the idea, with somebody who does massage, and they do pamper parties. And then my friend Vicky does jewelry, and she's done a few pieces. She's got a jewellery collection called Tokyo Dolls, and she's done a few pamper parties. So maybe you want to team up with others and really offer a broad range of jewellery and treatments and things like that. Have a real girly party, because, you know, there's those traditional underwear parties and Tupperware parties. I think they've kind of done their thing now, haven't they? Jewellery parties, by giving your clients things that they can give as gifts, I think it's a really special thing. And remember, keep your price range diverse. Go from the £5 pieces like the Shambhala style bracelets that we were talking about at the start of the show, and then maybe make some more expensive pieces, those special pieces. Maybe you bought yesterday some of the aquamarine, maybe you're going to buy some of the wonderful labradorite that we've got for you today. Those are the price tags that you would keep higher. So we have got for you the By the Sea kit. Isn't this beautiful? You've got your ocean blue agate in the rounds. I would actually say that was sky blue rather than ocean blue agate, would you? This is sky blue to me. I think it's beautiful. Then look at these drops. Now together you've got a greeny blue there, and I love the way that you can take those different shades of blue and blend them into each other. You've got the milky quartz here. Now so you have got a very diverse range of shapes and sizes to work with. Some of these are faceted. Well, you've got the big facets, you've got the drops, and you've got the rounds. And then you've got the pearlescence from the ovals. So when you've got lots and sizes to work with, you can do lots of different things. If you want to take each gemstone separately and create something individual out of that strand, you can. But these blend together beautifully. The drops are fantastic for creating petals when you want to make a flower. So you've got those drops, and the great thing about these drops, they've got a fabulous clarity to them. So if you want to work with coloured beading thread, you can do that as well. You've got more than 700 carats in this altogether, and think about how well it's going to go with the kit that we just gave to you. I think these are really nice soft colours. Some of these could be bridal colours. Don't they work together well? Aren't these colours that we see in nature? Aren't they beautiful? Natalia, would you say it's really important to have in your stash lots of different shapes and sizes?
Yeah, because you just never know. When you're doing a design, you just think, you know, I need this certain something. And sometimes, you know, we sell pendants as part of like a pack, and then you will really need to have something that will accompany the pendants, don't you?
Absolutely. I love the shape of these, and what a beautiful greeny blue those drops are. They're quartzite drops. That's a real tranquil colour, isn't it? Because blue can give us drama and depth. Lapis lazuli, for instance, really dramatic blue. These blues are soft and tranquil and pretty, with the beautiful pearlescence coming from the shell ovals. And those shell ovals look great in rings. They're so lightweight that you can make quite a heavy look in an earring, a drop style earring, and keep it lightweight. We're going to give you this ocean blue agate. I think it's sky blue. This sky blue agate individually is £9.95. We've seen the quartzite for £8.95. So the sky blue agate alone, how much was this alone again? Sorry, 12. Just this strand. $9.95. Okay. If we were to give you, if you were to buy online right now, each individual item, at the end it would total really £21. It's not £21 today. We're going to give you a great deal. Here's a profit maker for you. What about buy one, get 3 for free? What about you make a big profit by shopping with us here today? Think about your profit margin now and get yourself on the phone lines, because you have got 4 strands for the price of one, £9.09. That's the price individually for the agates. 4 strands for the price of one. When does that happen? Never. Unbelievable value. Think about your profit margins, and if you are making lots and lots of jewellery ready for the Christmas time period, and you know what do you think, Natalia, would you say you double the amount of jewellery that you make during Christmas?
Well, yeah, you've got to, haven't you? Because, you know, that's the opportunity. It's the opportunity when everybody's buying, and, you know, I know there's a bit of a difficult economy, but the fact is, you know, I'm going to be buying Christmas presents, and I know you're probably going to.
Yeah.
This is the time. This is the moment, isn't it?
Definitely, absolutely. And I do think, you know, when you get buy one, get 3 free, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You've got 4 strands for the price of one. Where else could you go and get that? Not even in a massive clearance sale. And these are genuine gemstones. Please make sure you check out your baskets when you're shopping with us here today, because there's over 600 carats. And don't forget, we don't measure pearls in carat weight, so the shell pearl isn't even measured in a carat weight. You've got such a lot to work with. You've got so many different shapes and sizes. There is a queue on the phone lines. Please bear with it. We do love having your company this morning. Don't forget to text us through any questions that you've got for the gorgeous Natalia. We're here to help you this morning, so anything that you want to know, please text us through 68777. We had any text messages? Have we checked? You've had text messages, have you, Jack? What was that? Oh, he thinks he's Mr. Popular now. See what happens? See what happens? This boy.
Just starting a little following for him now.
We're going to do a competition for a date with Jack later, so if you'd like to get involved with that.
And second place is 2 dates with Jack.
Jack's actually up for this. Do you want to do a competition for a date with Jack? Jack's up for it. Come here, you handsome boy. Let's have a look at this. Huh?
You've got to show the audience what it is that they're actually entering into.
This is what you might win, a date with the gorgeous Jack. Do your catalogue pose, Jack. Look mashed. Smile, because you've got a nice smile. If you'd like to pan in on the blue eyes. And blue is the most popular colour after all. Right, go on, out you go. If you'd like to win a date with Jack, I'm going to make it happen. You're up for that, aren't you, Jack? He loves the ladies. He loves them. He loves them. Okie dokie, check out your basket. £9.95 is the price tag. There are queues on the phone lines if you'd like to request a date with Jack. What's your phone number, Jack? Stay where you are. We're going to move on now to a great wire bundle. Now, I have got for you. Please bear with the queue. Couple of minutes on the line. Don't know whether you're after the gemstones or the date with Jack, but either or. You can buy the gemstones and get your date with Jack for free. Have a look at what we've got for you now. A wire bundle. Now, wire is something that you need to work with if you want to make your own findings, make your own bracelets. We had Laura Binding in for a couple of days last week, and she's really inspiring when it comes to wire work. That's her thing. Natalia, do you work with wire a lot?
I do, but it's not. I use it as a functional rather than a form thing.
Explain that.
Well, I use it to be able to connect things
Yeah.
or to add a little decorative effect, but a form thing is when, you know, people like Rachel Norris and Laura, they actually make something from the wire. The wire is the focal point. That's not in my work.
But you would definitely recommend using wire for other elements because that's how you use it.
You completely need it, and you need all the different gauges and different colours, because, you know, you can be designing and then you suddenly think, right, well, like I said about the butterfly, I need some 0.4 wire. I need gold.
Yes, you did say that, yeah.
And you know, it's very good for connecting things, but also sometimes you need a little bit of a flourish on, you know, like the beautiful pendant that we saw. That was lovely.
And yeah, we had that lovely sort of, those lovely patterns that we were saying look very artistic. Now you've got your 1mm wire. Now 1mm is perfect for making your own jump rings. 1mm is perfect for making your own structural pieces. The cuff style bracelets, if you want to make the structure of that and then bind around with a 0.4, you can do that. So you've got your gold and you've got 10mm on a 1mm. It's perfect for rings. I like using 1mm for rings. It does give you achy thumbs, but that ring is not going anywhere. It's a really solid structure that you create with that. Now 0.8 is great for using to make your own shepherd's hooks, and you've got that copper colour, which is just gorgeous. How Bulgari are these together, by the way? And never be frightened to mix your precious metals. Very 80s thing that people were scared to put gold and silver together. It was either you had it in gold or silver. Now Bulgari has made, of course they go together. There's nothing that clashes about those colours, is there? Bulgari has made it, I mean, Bulgari, wonderful designer, made it very popular to put those precious metals together, to layer them up, and what outstanding pieces. And if you are somebody who needs inspiration from different designers, go and have a look. Elsa Peretti, Paloma Picasso at Tiffany Co, Bulgari, great blends of different colours and really amazing designs. Go and have a look. And then you've got the silver. Now, could this be any more Bulgari? Have a little look for yourself. I think they're gorgeous, these all three together. You've got the silver, the gold and the copper. These work wonders together, they really do. Now the silver is 1mm as well, and then you've got the 0.8. Natalia, what would you use 0.8 wire for?
Like you said, making rings, just generally wrapping pendants and doing little flourishes with it. I prefer for, you know, if you're making a necklace and you want to use the wire to actually thread the beads onto and then twist and do tiara effects and that kind of thing, 0.6 or 0.4. But 0.8 is kind of your standard. You really would have that and be using it all the time.
Because you can create your own rosary style links, can't you, with 0.8, and you can create rings with it and use it in twists, whereas I wouldn't normally twist a 1mm.
No.
To be too thick. You can do that with a 0.8, can't you?
It's sturdy but it's flexible.
And you can do your own findings with it, can't you?
Yes, you can make your own jump rings and earring wires.
And then we've got, and check this out, you've got your gold, your 9-carat gold on solid sterling silver. Now you get 2 reels of that, one in a 0.4 and one in a 0.3, and you get a metre of each. So this is perfect for creating some really special jewellery, isn't it, Natalia?
Yeah, it's beautiful. And you know, just seeing those together, I just think how wonderful they look. And it's like you need all of those different metals to enhance your work. And some gemstones really, they work better with the warm metals, like the gold.
I think, and when you've got solid sterling silver and gold and you're using a gemstone, we bought yesterday, we had some emerald, we've had some sapphire in the last couple of days, we've had some apatite, we've had some aquamarine. These are special gemstones to work with, precious gemstones in fact, and so you would always go towards using a wire that is silver or gold, wouldn't you? Because you really want to offer something very special to your clients, and I think when you're introducing precious gemstones to your clients, you have to put them with precious metals like real silver and real gold. Now, if we were to give you the individual price tags for all of these wires, you'd be paying just over, well, in fact, nearly £23. You've got a metre of gold plated on solid sterling silver wire on a 0.3, a metre on a 0.4, 10 metres of copper wire on a 0.8 that's been e-coated, 10 metres of gold, 9-carat gold on copper wire, 1mm of that, and you get 10 metres of your silver plated wire on a 1mm. So we've got all these precious metals. This is brand new in today, and we're going to give you such a wonderful price tag. You'd be paying £23 altogether, which is actually a great price tag, especially if you go and try and find it somewhere else. But we are going to take a massive chunk off that price for you this morning. You've got to come shopping with us. If you want to get involved, get yourself on the phone lines, 0800 644 655, £12 and 75 pence. You're saving £10 at that price tag. It's an unbelievable deal for you. And this wire will go on and on and on and on. You've got to think about where you're going to put it in your pieces, in those incredible designs that you're going to create. For £12, 75 pence. You've got such a lot of value. And don't forget, we will always give you a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee with absolutely everything that you buy from us here at Jewellery Maker. So definitely encouraging you to multi-buy. Buy 2 of these and you've got the most incredible value. At $12.75, you're making a £10 saving. Now, we do have very large queues on the phone lines this morning. I'm so sorry. We do offer you a free phone number if you're calling from your landline. There are quite a few of you on the queues this morning. If you don't in a queue, then please shop with us online or the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Just pop it in your basket, but make sure you check it out. £12.75. We will try and get to your call as soon as possible. It is lovely to have your company and we do appreciate you and love you very much. Don't forget to text us through 60777 JM Studio, followed by your message. We'll be reading out some text messages a little bit later on in the show. 60777 JM Studio, followed by your messages between 9 and 1 p.m. It's got to be during the live shows, obviously. Now, I'm going to give you something else incredible to work with. This is maybe perhaps a gemstone that you've never used before. It's called Larimar and it is just stunning, from our Gems of Distinction collection. Here's a gemstone that you can only get in one place in the world, in the Dominican Republic. The chap who discovered this gemstone took the name for the sea, Mar, and blended it with his daughter's name, Larissa. There's a nice story behind that. And this is a gemstone. Actually, if you go to the Dominican Republic, it's very expensive to get from there. Now, have a look at this array of wonderful tropical blues. They're just beautiful, frothy tropical seas crashing against the rocks. This is such a tranquil, greeny blue. It's such a beautiful strand. If you're thinking about getting the neon blue apatite, then these work absolutely stunningly together. Now have a look at this style of strand, because this strand, for its shape alone, is going to create so much texture. With these beautiful nuggets that are graduated, you can create the most amazing rings, cluster rings. You can create the most amazing weaves. Look at the colors. And if you love your turquoise, you'll really appreciate those gorgeous black veins that run through these gemstones. And remember that this is a gemstone that only comes from one place in the world. It's a gemstone from the Dominican Republic. It's very, very expensive for us to buy in. And this is a gemstone that, because of its cleavage, makes it extremely hard to cut. We have got such an amazing, beautiful strand for you. Now, Natalia, talk to me about these colours. Aren't they beautiful?
Aren't they wonderful? And they're just so gentle, and you know, it does take you as though you were on the shores of some beautiful beach in the Dominican Republic, doesn't it? You can imagine the sunshine and the smells and everything. And I think if you make jewellery, then you should really, you know, weave a bit of magic about where this particular gemstones come from, and that is just the perfect opportunity to do that.
Definitely mix it with those sunny citrine yellows for the sunshine, and think about how this colour would appear in nature. Take your mind to the Dominican Republic, the sandy beaches, the white sandy beaches and the gorgeous tropical seas. Have you ever worked with Larimar, Natalia?
I have, yes. I was lucky enough to have a little bit of it in the show once, and I love it.
Joy.
I was hooked from that point onwards.
There's no other gemstone that gives us this kind of blue, is there?
No, it's just beautiful.
I wish I could go to the Dominican Republic. Tom, have you been to the Dominican Republic, have you? No. Anybody been? Have you been, Natalia?
I haven't, no.
I wish I had. I wish. With that neon blue apatite, I just think what a gorgeous combination these two are. Now, Larimar is an expensive gemstone to get hold of. Now, if you bought the fabulous pack that we just gave you, Dee Dee's very passionately telling me in my earpiece that she is never, ever, going to repeat this again, this deal. Now, this deal, Ed's just been down and I just had a chat with Dee Dee, and it's given special permission for us to give you this strand at a very low price tag. Now, why would we do that? Here's an opportunity for you to work perhaps with Larimar for the very first time. There are queues on the phone lines. I know that you love this strand. If you don't want to get caught in a queue this morning, please shop with us online. We've only had 2 strands this year so far of Larimar. And let's face it, we're well into the year, aren't we? Now, we've been given an opportunity to give you this gemstone. That means that we are making hardly any money, but you are getting the opportunity to offer this wonderful gemstone to your clients and customers. And any of your clients and customers that have been to the Dominican Republic will instantly recognize this gemstone. I just love its freshness. I love its cool watercolors. I love that, you know, just as Natalia said, this is going to take your mind on a design journey. When you know where it comes from, when you read up on its history, your mind travels to that place. And you blend the colours that you would perhaps see of the deep blue, the deep greens of the palm trees and the coconuts and the white sandy beaches of the Dominican Republic. You can almost smell it, and that's what you should be thinking when you're putting your jewellery together. £6.95. Look at the carat weight. Not 2 carats, not 3 carats, 140 carats of Larimar in these nuggets. They range from 6 by 12 to 13 by 8 millimeters, and they're just gorgeous. The texture, the colour, fabulous. £6.95. There are queues on the phone lines, but please do join us. 0800 644 655. If you don't want to get caught in a queue, shop online with us. Don't forget, you've always got a 30-day money-back guarantee, so I'm definitely encouraging you to multi-buy at that price tag. £6.95. QRG P82 is your item code. Please make sure you're checking out your baskets, and don't forget, if you're shopping with us for the very first time this morning, you'll get a free tutorial DVD, a free JM Hub booklet, and a free JM magazine. A free JM Hub magazine and a free JM booklet. Got it the wrong way around, didn't I? £6.95 is the best deal we've seen for Larimar, the national gemstone of the Dominican Republic. A gemstone that is only found in one place in the world. You really are going to be inspired when you're using it. And do take your mind on that journey. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Now let me draw your attention to these incredible rose quartz rounds that we've got coming up. They're the biggest faceted rounds. These will look gorgeous with the Larimar. Oh my gosh. How Cath Kidston? I'm a major fan of Cath Kidston's colours, and I really like seeing them together. And I do, you know, sometimes it's not just about jewellery. You've got to think about colour blend. Think about your favourite designers on the high street. If you love, I mean, you know I love my country classics. I love Cath Kidston, I love the jewels combinations. I love all of that. And you know, that's what I tend to do. I tend to think about a designer. I do tend to do, you know, Paloma Picasso, I love her design, so sometimes I think, well, I'm going to create that. But then sometimes I see colours in a handbag, you know, something simple like a Cath Kidston handbag, and you see all those lovely little rosebuds, and I think, well, I'm going to put those colours together. Inspiration for jewellery design is all around us, with colour, with texture, with textiles. I mean, it's all around us. With the mesh, I mean, we're working with textiles with the mesh, aren't we?
Yeah,
we're putting them into jewellery.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's fantastic to see all of those contrasts.
I love that we're putting textiles together with that. It's fabulous, isn't it? So don't forget to check your baskets out for that wonderful Larimar. You've seen what it goes with. I'm sure you're going to enjoy, you're going to love working with it. What about with the wooden beads from the next kit? Gorgeous. £6.95 is your price tag. We're going to go to your brand new kit now. Are you ready for us? Are you ready for us? Now, you had a little bit of... Yeah, we've got jewellery from this. We have got jewellery from this. Is this the right kit? Let me just make sure. The one with the smoky... Yeah, right. Of course she has. Have a look at what I've got for you now. Now, I showed you this a little bit earlier. Have a look at the sparkle from those faceted drops. You've got the frosted smoky quartz. Smoky quartz is one of the most versatile gemstones. And when I bought this kit out to you earlier, I was telling you, you know, some kits give us fun. Natalia's challenge, we had something that was fun and feminine and fresh and girly. Some kits are a little bit sexy, like the one with the mesh that we had. Other kits give you some futuristic inspirations. This kit is autumnal, chunky, gorgeous, warm jewellery, wintry jewellery. Now you get with this kit some fabulous rose gold elements. Look at those. Now you get 2 of these rose gold balls on solid sterling silver. You also get 14 coils of memory wire. Look at these gemstones. You get your rustic coloured beading wire, and you get the stainless steel beading wire. You get your elastic. You've also got 10 organza gift bags. You've got your organza ribbon, the chocolate sparkle organza ribbon. Now the special thing about this kit, and it's probably going to be, if not the last, but one of the last kits that we give you with rose gold findings. You cannot buy the rose gold findings individually, and they are extremely popular. Now this is probably, we're thinking today, the last kit with rose gold findings left. It is brand new, and I think this is a kit that we're going to create some warmth with. We're going to create some chunky jewellery with. We're going to create some winter jewellery with. The colours, again, all blend beautifully together. And you can see how rose gold is going to work already, can't you? Now, I love it when we give you a kit where the colours are self-explanatory. They all go beautifully. But we can use them individually again. You've got the ribbon in this kit too. There's loads you can do with this, and 14 spools. And don't forget, you've got the solid sterling ribbon ends with this kit also. And those are a really important element. And we've seen a lot of designers just using the chain and the lobster claw clasp. You can do loads with this. You can split them up. And similarly, in the organza ribbon, we saw Sarah Alvin created a rosette out of the organza, not the ribbon, the organza bag. She created something incredible with that and burnt around the edges to stop it from fraying. The organza ribbon we can make rosettes out of, we can make simple chokers out of, we can do macrame out of that. This kit is brand new in today, and remember, it's one of the last kits, if not the last kit, with rose gold findings in, and they are so warm and gorgeous. If you bought the wire, this would go really well with the copper wire. Aren't these beautiful? Now remember, it's brand new in today. I love the fact that you've got the wood there because it adds a nice chunky look, but it's still really lightweight. Lightweight enough to use quite often in earrings. I mean, you can use lots of them in earrings and they still be really, really light. Let's have a look at the gorgeous creations that Natalia has crafted especially for you to have a look at and inspire you. Don't forget, if you've got any questions, we are always here during the live show to help you out. Look at that, and this is chunky winter jewellery. I love, love, love it.
Just point out, I didn't actually make these.
Oh.
But they were made by, I'm not sure who.
They were made by I'm not sure who. What happened?
Somebody. Because we wanted to show made-up jewellery.
Yeah.
With this kit.
And you didn't get it in time?
I didn't. Well, no, it was just part of the way we're doing it now.
Aha. Just what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's an extra kit for you today. Who made that jewellery then? We don't know. A mystery jewellery maker.
I would like to guess who I think made it. I would say either Debbie Bulford or I would say Linda.
We will find out later.
And
Debbie
I'm probably completely wrong, but
I think Debbie Bulford too. I love those earrings. They're beautiful. All of this could be yours. And I mean, here's a profit maker. Beautiful, isn't it? Look at those. I love them. Aren't they stunning? Warm Days jewellery kit. Let me show you these fabulous gemstones individually. So you've got a wonderful strand of drops. Look at the sparkle. And look at all of the different tones of orange we get. Blood orange, red, I think they are, aren't they? Then you've got your frosted smoky quartz to add some depth. Gorgeous wood. 280 carats in your smoky quartz faceted rondelles, they're 10 by 5. 50 carats of your agate drops, they're 14 by 10. And your rosewood plain rondelles with a 4mm hole. Oh yeah, they've got a big 4mm hole in them. These would be perfect for putting your cord through then, wouldn't they? Are you ready for a wonderful price tag? Brand new in today. Natalia's going to give us her spin on a design. Love the bows. Are you ready? £27.95. Remember, you've got the rose gold in this kit. Well done to everybody who's got theirs. Gorgeous. £27.95. Let's have another look at the jewellery, and I'm going to go on over to the gorgeous Natalia. Make sure you check your baskets out if you are shopping with us online. Look at those gemstones, and these are winter essentials, would you say?
Aren't they beautiful? Now, obviously, I didn't make the jewellery for this, but it's really interesting to see other people's take on that, especially when you get ribbon in the kit, because it's really nice that that ribbon's been used extensively with all of these designs. And
this is great.
I love it. It gives it a three-dimensional feel, and oh gosh, those colours, they're like you know, all of the leaves are just so beautiful and russety at the moment, aren't they?
Yes,
lots
it looks
of pumpkins
like falling
everywhere.
leaves. Oh, I love it. I used to every year apart from this year, I've been in Canada for the autumn time.
Yes.
And I think it's the best time in Canada in the autumn. And this reminds me very much of Canada in the fall.
Do they really celebrate Halloween?
Oh my gosh, yes. And you go to the malls and everything is this colour. And when you walk into the mall, everything smells of cinnamon. Every shop is burning cinnamon candle. Oh, I love
great, isn't it?
It's the best. I love Canada anyway, but Canada in the fall, it's so beautiful. You walk outside and all the leaves, all the colours, it's just such a beautiful place. And really, this is it should be called Canadian Falls, this kit. I think it's absolutely beautiful. You used to live in Canada. Whereabouts? Where did you live?
Toronto, just outside.
That's where I loved it. Ontario, yeah? Mississauga? Have a look. Yeah. Jack used to live there. So would you agree, really, I mean, there's a real Canadian feel to this kit.
Colours the leaves, yeah.
I mean, autumn in Canada is just beautiful, and that's exactly what this is reminding me of. What are you going to make, my darling inspirer?
Well, I'm going to show you how easy it is to do a design that you've never seen before. So I didn't make this, but I think it's fantastic. This multi-strand ribbon bracelet.
That fab? It's pretty.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
Do you know, I would wear that. And I just love the way you get so much ribbon and that you're using the wooden beads as well, because they're nice and big, the holes to get the ribbon through. So just having had a quick sneaky peek at this, I can pretty much guarantee I know what's been done
It was
here.
Susie that made this, who works upstairs, and she's Susie.
Susie.
She is mad about her jewellery making. Right. Okie dokes. We are going to. Okay, carry on. We can do the technique. Yeah, we've got time. Very quickly.
Very quickly. So what you need to do is you need to measure out 8 lengths of ribbon, and always over measure. So give yourself lots of room. So you know, obviously that's much wider.
Because you're going to be knotting,
You're
aren't you?
going to be knotting. You're going to be tying a bow in it. So cut out 8 of those. So I'm not going to do that, but I'm just going to show you. So that's one of them. And then when I'm threading ribbon, there's a few different ways you can do it. I mean, ideally you need a bead that has got a decent hole.
And these are massive.
Threading pearls usually have tiny holes, so they're a bit of a
do.
no-no. So you just get yourself all in a tizzy trying to do it.
Don't even go there.
Now, if you're threading an average bead, the top tip is to pop a piece of thin wire onto
and
the
use it
end
like
of
a
the
needle.
ribbon. Yeah, absolutely. But this will go through really easily. So just cut that at
An angle.
Yeah, and then the edge of the ribbon will go through really nicely anyway. It acts like a little needle. Just twist that to get it through.
There we are. We're here.
Sorry, I'll just
Where
do
my finger
that.
is. There you go.
I'll do that and then move all my rubbish out of the way. working very messily today.
It's because I'm here.
Is
I'm
it?
sorry about that.
I'm
yeah.
morphing into...
I gave designer B a lift to her hotel the other day. She nearly died when she got in the car.
Did she?
Yeah.
Did she have to step over all the
there was
empty
a saddle
bottles?
on the seat. There was some joddy boots, and there was some mud. It took me 10 minutes to prepare the seat for her to sit down in.
Oh, bless. No, do you know,
love
I
it.
used to have a car like that, and then I got a new car, and I vowed that I would keep it really clean, and I vacuum it every week.
What?
Even the boot, I dust it. I'm always going like that, dusting the...
But the thing is, I go down to the farm 3 times a day, and it smells like cows in my car.
I don't have that excuse. I don't do anything outdoors, so I can't.
Oh, I'm always muddy. I always hose my feet down before I get in the car. It's no good.
The car park out here is a bit messy though, isn't it? I always get
It's probably because of me.
Okay, you can see I've been threading those on merrily while we've been chatting about habits. And so you put as many as you like. And the beauty of what Susie's made there is she's made something that's got quite a few of those little beads on, so it gives it a really lovely, almost kind of expensive look, because there's plenty of them.
It does, doesn't it?
So I think more is more is the
More is more.
is the
I like
watchword
it.
with this. Now, what do you do when you get to the end? Okay, so you would take your threads and then tie them in a knot, and it looks as though what she's done is it looks like she's singed it. Because what happens is that the ribbon will melt, so it stops it from fraying, but also it helps it stay together, so it looks like she's cut that off. And then if you just pass over a lighter...
Could you file that down a little bit after?
Yes, yeah, you could snip it with a pair of snips or sharp scissors, but and then just tighten a bow, but it just keeps it more secure like that. And I always do the edges of my ribbon. I always very
Put them over a
lightly.
candle. Be careful when working with flames, obviously.
Be very careful, but if you're very quick, it doesn't set on fire. It just literally melts.
Okay.
So that's the key.
Fabulous.
But I think it's really great to see. You know, I'm always like a viewer this morning, looking at what somebody else has made and how inspiring that is.
And you get to look at it and touch it and see.
Yeah.
I think I know how that
Exactly.
works.
And good use of the ribbon again, because it's just there's so much of it in the kits now. It's great to have that option.
Actually, I thought these were knotted, but they're not, are
They're
they?
not,
And that's
because
quite
they
nice because
just
they move
sit.
around.
Can you see how they just, I'm shaking this piece of ribbon
So
around
light.
and it's not moving at all. They just, the little grain inside the wood is hanging onto the ribbon really beautifully, like
Grips
teeth.
it. Now, it's really nice to have such a chunky piece of jewellery that's really lightweight, isn't it?
Yeah, and it doesn't look as though she's used the whole strand because she's got them in these other pieces as well that she's made.
Oh, yeah, she's got, where have we got
if you
loads?
wanted to go wild and crazy, you could use the whole
loads in here.
strand, and you could have maybe 10 or 12 pieces of ribbon as part of the bracelet, which is what I would do because I like big and bold and chunky.
This is my favourite.
Gorgeous, isn't it? Because the drops give it another dimension altogether as well.
I love that.
It's lovely.
Now we've got to go to Wall of Fame. We're just going to do names and numbers, I'm being told in my ear, because we're running out of time. Right, so it's Wall of Fame. Gizmo-tastic.
I know. This is number 387, and this is Caroline in East Sussex. Beautiful design, Caroline. Well done.
Beautiful. I'm sorry we can't read out your messages, I really am. Number 385 is from Angela Finch. It's gorgeous, isn't it? And again, I love lapis lazuli. Using fabrics, incorporating fabrics.
Oh, I love mixed media, it's gorgeous. Look at this one. This is 388.
Very
and
GB.
This is Christy and the Hood. I don't know.
I know someone called Christy.
But well done, 388.
Love it, and I love the silver pendant bails. It's gorgeous. I've got a very intricate, this is amazing, number 386 from Barbara Tong. It's fabulous, isn't it? And she's done it with a Kumini Mokmini. Akuna Matata.
That's really different again, isn't it? Because a lot of
fab?
people wanted to know what to do with Kumihimo braid and to combine it with the gems and the chain and then those bigger beads. Fabulous.
Love it. Now, I'm gonna go back on over there. You're gonna get time to beaver. Let's go on over. ready for me, Jack? Off we go. He's ready. Right, I have got some gorgeous labradorite to give you now. Now, we gave you last night in the evening show the most amazing cushion shape with the facets. We had yesterday, just yesterday, in the building, a new delivery. Now we've had, Paula ordered, we've seen the rectangles before, but we've never seen these ovals before. And last night we'd never seen the square. They came in just yesterday. Now have a look at the quality of this labradorite. This order contained the best quality labradorite we've ever seen here at Jewellery Maker. When you get the reds and the purples and you get the greens in labradorite, you know you've got some of the finest labradorite in the world. These are stunning. You wait till you get it home. Studio Lights always bleach out labrador essence, but you can still see it, can't you? It's still very strong, very striking, absolutely beautiful. Now, when was the last time, apart from those brand new strands I'm giving you, that you saw faceted labradorite? It just doesn't happen. Another strand from the Gems of Distinction range. This strand of labradorite boasts some of the best quality we have ever seen. You see the golds, you see the greens, you see the reds, all of the important colours from labradorite. Now these ones are ovals. If you want to get that quality in an oval labradorite, then this is your opportunity. They're checkerboard faceted and they are super luxurious. How beautiful, you can see that labrador essence. Labradorite I always liken to a thunderstorm. You see those black thunder clouds and you know what's coming, that lightning bolt, and it just lights up the gemstone. And this is a gemstone with the most amazing optical property. And when your customers saunter past your jewellery and they stop and they see a gemstone that catches the light and does something unexpected, it draws them closer. They want to look at it. They want to see whether it was their eyes playing tricks on them. This is one of those gemstones that's going to give you that wow factor to your jewellery. This is a gemstone you will see. Talking of Canada, this is Canada's gemstone. It was discovered in the state of Labrador in Canada, and it is just beyond beautiful. It really, look at the reds and the blues from this strands. It's just an incredible luxury strand from the Gems of Distinction range. And we are going to give you the most amazing opportunity with this strand. The only strand of faceted ovals, the only strand of oval labradorite we've seen. If you want it, if you've got to have it in your life, then you need to be on the phone lines now. £7.95 is your price tag for such a high-end gemstone, for a gemstone that features majorly in some of the biggest designers out there. Look at the quality. If I'm not shadowing it, you can see that labrador essence, you can see that shiller. Any gemstone with magic like that, fairy wings inside this gemstone, is like looking through a window into the soul of that gemstone, and it gives you that lightning bolt. Just fantastic. It's not just a grey gemstone, it's a magical gemstone with every single colour of the rainbow. Look at that mermaid's tail iridescent, £7.95. You've got the reds, you've got the purples, you've got the greens, you've got the blues. This is some of the best quality labradorite we've seen, and it really is a pleasure to show it to you. Natalia, have you ever seen oval labradorite?
I haven't, no. And I can see from here, it's absolutely twinkling and sparkling. It's beautiful.
I just love it. I'd use these sparingly, actually.
Yes, I would. I'd just, you know, because less is more with those. They just they speak for themselves on their own.
I really think they do, and I just think, you know, you've got such amazing quality. That is just outstanding. It is like a sunset, isn't it? Like a sunrise and a sunset. Look at that. Unbelievable, unbelievably beautiful. Any gemstone with an optical property is always going to be a major seller for you. Now, this is the only strand of oval labradorite we've ever seen, and because they're faceted as well, it just adds to the magic. You get that iridescence, you get that labrador essence, you get that magic. Look at this strand, and I know you're going to love working with it. £7.95 is your price tag. all the w's.jewellerymaker.com if you are shopping with us online. Now, we also have a strand of these rectangles for you. Look at them together. Beautiful. Quality is just outstanding. So much to bring you still. Coming up later on, we're going to give you those rectangles. Aren't they gorgeous? Just gorgeous. Now we've also got the rose quartz rounds. They're 14 millimeters, so the biggest faceted rose quartz rounds we've got. And if you bought the blue pack, very Cath Kidston together, aren't they? You're going to want to add this one. Those soft ballet pump pinks. Now, don't forget, if you wanted the wire bundle, it's fast approaching selling out. We gave you a wonderful price tag. You had a £10 saving. It was £12.95. If you want that, come through. We've only got a handful of those left. You get the copper, the silver and the gold, and you get the real silver and 9-carat gold plated. Have a look at what you're getting for your money. £12.45 for that. And there are still a few opportunities available. Now, if you want to know what to do with your wire, here is some information.
New to wirework? Why not come and join us in our Wirework for Beginners course? Join guest designer Louise Jacobson as she takes you through all the basic techniques of using wire.
People would benefit from coming on the wirework course because it's an ideal opportunity to actually experiment without feeling the pressure of actually buying things and then not knowing how to use them straight away.
You will learn a variety of skills, all of which will help you to become more confident when using wire in your jewellery. During the course of the day, you'll get to have a backstage tour of the studio, meet the presenters and have a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes a selection of colours and different gauges of wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, use of all relevant tools, lunch and refreshments, all for just $69.95. For details on course dates and availability, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker warehouse has now moved. Due to the overwhelming demand for Jewellery Maker products, we've had to move to a bigger warehouse. This means that over the next week, our delivery time may be longer than normal. We apologise for any inconvenience and would like to reassure you that we will soon be able to offer you the best delivery service yet.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
The excitement is just crazy in the building today. We've got so many amazing things to show you, and I'm very excited about this. Now, I've seen the creations. I've got one of them with that beautiful light in it. Don't know whether I stole that off you or you gave it to me. Now,
I'll perk the job.
It's so beautiful, this clay. Talk to me about it. We're going to give you a wonderful deal on that. And I don't know anything about how to create with clay, and perhaps you don't at home. Talk to me about this pack.
Well, these are what they call low fire, rapid fire clay.
What does that mean?
So that means you can fire them at a lower temperature quickly.
Okay.
Because when copper and bronze that came onto the market, they had to be fired for between 4 and 7 hours, and they had to be done in a kiln.
Okay.
So they weren't accessible for the majority of people. And even though I've got a kiln, I thought, I don't want to be standing there for 7 hours waiting for something. And sometimes the stuff didn't work out either. It just disintegrated.
And that's 7 hours of your wasted time.
Absolutely. And then these clays came onto the market, and they were absolutely brilliant because it meant that they could be fired at a lower temperature, and they could be fired with a gas torch as well as a kiln. And I actually find that firing them with a gas torch is a lot easier because you don't get this build-up of fire scale, an oxidized layer on top of them. Because copper, bronze has 90% copper, 10% tin, and the bronze clay is pure copper.
It's called clay, so in my mind, somebody that's never worked with it before, I'm just picturing clay. Why is this different to actual clay?
Well, actual clay, when you fire it, you'll end up with a piece of ceramic. And this has a binding ingredient that makes it clay-like to work with, but that's where the similarity ends.
Right, okay, good, because
so
when I think of clay, I do... Okay.
And it's tiny particles of copper bound up with water and a special binding agent that gives it the clay-like appearance. And then the water dries. When you finish modelling whatever it is you want to make, the water dries, and then you would fire it, and the binders burn away, and you're left with pure metal. And it's just alchemy. It's just beautiful.
So you're left with pure metal?
Yes.
Not clay?
You're not left with clay. You're left with copper or bronze, depending on what you're working with.
Because, you know, I've not done this, and I appreciate so many of you might not have either. It's going to lend itself in terms of jewellery making, Natalia?
Well, you can literally make a whole host of things because you have 100 grams of the product there, so you can make a lot of stuff.
Does 100 grams go a very long way?
Oh, it does, yeah. I mean, just looking at those earrings there in front of that packet, I would say you use about 10 grams to 15 grams of the clay to make those.
So you've got such a lot.
You've got a lot of clay there, so you can make at least you could make as many as 10 pieces, you could make it as few as 5. I never seem to be able to take a whole packet of clay and make things all in a row with it. I always have some left over, and then I just put it away in a Tupperware container just to keep it moist.
I'm absolutely mesmerised by this whole idea. Now tell me, is this coming together as a whole kit, Deanna? Dee, yeah? Right, so talk to me. There's a very, I mean, there's this lady, I don't know if you know her, that put together this amazing DVD.
Yeah, I filmed this DVD because there was no DVD on the market for copper and bronze clay, and I thought I'm going to make one, and I made it, and it was really great to do because it pushed my experimentation with these products to see what I could actually create with them. And this piece on the front cover is it's actually taken from a mold. So it's a Chinese carved jade big pendant that I took a mold of, and then cast that with bronze clay. So can you imagine you can cast your own bronze or copper clay creations at a fraction of the time and the cost. And then these are Jewellery Maker gemstones, as you can see on the end of there. Some chain and some agate and some quartz, smoky quartz there.
Would you say, Natalia, that creating your own jewellery with your own precious metals that you've created from this clay, and you're left with precious metal? Because I know I was confused thinking that you were left with clay. You're not, you're left with metal.
You're left with genuine metal, yes.
Would you say this has pushed your jewellery making to a completely new boundary?
It has, completely. I can make my own bezels for pendants. I can make little components that I created a necklace for the first show when we launched these products, and I just did these tiny little coins. So literally I just pressed a texture into the clay, I cut little circles out, I fired them all, and then they were dangling like little coins off the end of chain. So you don't have to make one whopping big piece, you know, you can make
ancient
so
queens.
Many. Yeah, you can make loads. And the thing about making your own is you buy components, and then you'll go to a craft fair or you'll see other people's stuff, and they've got, you know, maybe bought the same components and they've used them in a different way, but they still the manufactured ones. And so what you want to do is make your own so that you can have this real individual quality to your jewellery.
Absolutely. produced, it's all individual, bespoke.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Where would we use the brush? What do we need that for?
When you fired the pieces, it's a brush to brush away the oxidized layer in the firing.
Okay, and that's normal to get the oxidization.
Yes,
and you just brush it away with this brush.
You brush it away, yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is... And how long is the DVD?
The DVD is over 100 minutes. I think it's 109 minutes. So what's that, an hour and 40?
You're asking the wrong person.
So nearly 2 hours long. And I cover a really wide variety of projects in that. So on the back of the DVD, you can see some of the other projects that I've done. So I show you how to add texture to pieces, how to do basic, well, I say basic, but it's kind of fundamental techniques. And how to connect two pieces together, either sticking them together or to connect them with wire. I also show you how to add silver clay to copper, because you may want to, you know, you had that wire bundle the other day, and you were, the other day.
Can you make rings out of it?
Can make rings out of it, yes.
So you could do that.
You could
oh my gosh, you could do your favourite designer, the one that's £800 for a tiny ring. You could make that.
You could, yeah. And
I'm going to do it. When's your next workshop? I need to come.
Oh, you want to go to my workshop?
Yeah.
It's next month. It's in November. I'm doing a copper clay workshop.
I'm coming upstairs in a bit to put myself in on that. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited by this.
But it's very, very, I don't know, there's just so many possibilities with it. It's fantastic. And I'll actually be doing some demos at the NEC.
I'll be there as well.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. What days are you there at the NEC?
I'm there the whole time.
Oh, brilliant. I'm going to be there on Saturday and Sunday. So we'll be there together. Don't forget to come, and I'll talk to you about the NEC in just a bit. Now, if you want this kit, how much value was it? If we bought these separately, it would be almost £50. We're not going to charge you £50 today. We're going to give you a great, oh my God. And you think you would get loads and loads of jewellery out of this as well?
You'll get absolutely tons of jewellery. Trust me, I've done it.
Oh my gosh, not £50 today. We're going to give you an amazing introductory offer. You get the DVD with it, so you don't know.
Wow. Oh my goodness, that is a deal and a half, everybody. Because the DVD on its own is $14.95. And that's the Jewellery Maker price.
And you were just saying this is the only DVD in the world. You're in talks with the USA about putting it out there, because there's not any, and we know that America is massive for their crafting market, and there's no other DVD. Natalia is the brains, and you get the brains with this kit. £34.95, and you think, you know, this is such a great value. You can really create some profits with this.
It is, yeah. I mean, you know, there are DVDs of, you know, a little bit on bronze clay, maybe a little bit on copper, but nothing so comprehensive where you can sit down and make the jewellery. So you literally order the bundle, get it home, and then start to make.
I love that you're getting such amazing value. We do have big queues on the phone lines for this. If you've never it before, or even if you have, you'll realise what great value this is. Please come through to the NEC, where the gorgeous Natalia is going to be there. We're all going to be there. Lucy's going to be there, Carol's going to be there, I'm going to be there, Lee's going to be there. £34.95 is your price tag for all of this. Yeah, Lee Clark's there every day. With you.
Is he going to be my glamorous assistant? He's going to be a very glamorous assistant.
He'll be in
Do you know, you said that, you dropped that in because I'm going to get everybody coming now because Lee's going to be there.
I know.
That was very clever.
Can't have him though. You can't have him. £34.95. £34.95 is your price tag. 0800 644 655. You get a 30-day money back guarantee with everything that you buy from us here at Jewellery Maker. Come online with us, come shopping with us on the phone lines as well. I mean, Natalia, profit. I'm thinking, even if you make rings, I just want to make rings.
Yeah, you could line them with silver as well if you wanted to. I mean, you have to do them separately, so the secrets to firing the two pieces are on the DVD. So if you want to combine the two metals, you can.
I need it. Do you know what? You can just create the most incredible pieces of jewellery. You can. I'm so excited. And you can incorporate gemstones in with this as well.
You can. Best to fit them afterwards.
Yeah.
But a really great way of adding gemstones to them is to embed copper wire into the whilst it's clay-like, and then when it's fired, you can bend the wire over to make like a claw setting.
Oh, and yes, perfect.
So it's really nice, and you can hammer the wire down, and you get different effects with it. That's not on the DVD, but you know, you're also clever. You could do that.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited by this. Thank you so much, Natalia. Half the stock's been allocated. If you're watching the repeats, I will try and keep you updated. What a great fit. I love it. I'm into it now.
Yeah,
I'm into it.
we'll have loads of jewellery to show you because I'm actually making some pieces, especially for we're going to make things that I know everybody can make, but make them look really great.
And we're going to be demonstrating that at the NEC if we can.
Well,
we're allowed to bring out the
if I can, yeah, I won't be doing the firing, I suspect.
I don't think we'll be not with me on the stand.
No.
I think I'm not allowed near naked flames. $34.95 is your price tag. Make sure you check those baskets out now. I'm going to give you that, and you're going to go away. Over to your son. Not go away like that, but go away to make jewellery. Love her. She's so talented. If you have any questions, please come through. If we had any text messages, we'll show them in just a bit. Now, don't forget, Natalia is here now, and she is the expert on the amazing clays. So if you've got any questions for her, now is the time. Please don't forget, we are at the NEC. What's the date for that as well? I know I'm there the 11th and 12th. What date does it start? I've got it somewhere. 8th, I think, yeah. 8th till the 11th. Is that correct? Yeah, because the 11th is Sunday. The 8th to the 11th, it's the Hobby Craft Show at the NEC. Come and get involved with that. Speak to the call centre, or there is a hotline to call. I'll bring up that for you as well. We're all going to be there. So if you want to come and might put you off that I'm there on Saturday and Sunday, you might think, right, those are the days I'm not coming. But Natalia's there every day, so you can ignore me and come and speak to her because she's lovely. Go and have a look at the next kit I've got you, and it's all about blues. We can do the smoky quartz first. Okay, let's do that. Have a look. Now these are fabulous, and what I love about these smoky quartz, there's a groove around the edge, so you can wire wrap them nicely. And I have seen them in a wire wrapped bracelet where who was it that did it? It was amazing. The wire went around, twisted, and then went around, twisted, went around, twisted, and it was in a cuff. Does that make sense to you? It could have been Laura. She framed them with wire and then did twists, and then carried on framing them, and it went around.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? Am I describing this in a really rubbish way?
I've seen that very thing, but I don't know who it was. Some clever person.
Some clever clogs. Now these have been hand carved both sides into Tudor roses. They're beautiful, smoky quartz, 8mm. Each one's got fabulous clarity. Now think about mixing these with any gemstone, in fact, because smoky quartz is one of the most, if not the most, Debbie Bolford will argue it's the most versatile gemstone of them all. It goes with everything that you put with it. Look at that clarity. It's exceptional. Think about the fact that somebody has taken such a lot of time to hand carve each and every one of these. I'm thinking they could be quite winter wedding, couldn't they, with some pearls in a fascinator?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You could put these in a cufflink actually as well. Do many people do that, cufflinks? Look, it goes with everything. I particularly love rose quartz and smoky quartz together. Imagine one of these in between and frame these. Gorgeous, so beautiful. We're going to give you such a wicked price tag on these. Get yourself involved as soon as you can. If you love your unique stars, if you love those hand-carved beads, then this is a strand that you need in your life. It's brand new today. It's gorgeous. It's hand-carved. You've got to appreciate the craftsmanship that goes into these. 150 carats of smoky quartz, the national gemstone of Scotland. And again, here's a gemstone that needs no explanation, smoky quartz. Would you agree with that, Natalia? I mean, everybody knows it, don't they?
It's one of my favourites. I love all the quartzes, but the smoky quartz is just divine. And
all of you designers say that.
Well, you can see, you know, in that image on the front of the DVD cover that I just showed you, you know, how beautiful smoky quartz looks with copper and bronze.
So if you bought the copper and bronze clay, this is a great one to incorporate with that because of the warmth.
Yeah, because it's like a little match made in heaven. It's just a perfect complement.
Gorgeous. I love this gemstone. Imagine these dropping, cascading in a gorgeous pair of shoulder duster earrings. Aren't these pretty? 140 carats. We're going to give you an opportunity to make yourself a profit on this strand, I think, at £7.95. The staple price tag for smoky quartz is in fact £12.95, isn't it? And I think when we show you a new strand of smoky quartz, you probably think, right, it's £12.95. £7.95 is today's price tag for this gorgeous hand-carved strand. 0800 644 655. Think about the versatility of this strand, think about the clarity of these gemstones, and think about the craftsmanship that goes into hand carving each and every individual gemstone. That's hours and hours of work that goes into each one, and we sell it for £7.95. You'd pay someone more than that to facet one for you, wouldn't you? One of these gemstones. Isn't this an incredible opportunity? £7.95. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Make sure you check your baskets out. If you've got an open order with us today, it's definitely worth you popping this one in. Well done. So versatile, so detailed, and absolutely beautiful. I love it. I think it'll work nice with the blue. Well, it works with anything. Look gorgeous with the iolite we've got coming up for you. Those are pretty together, aren't they? Really, really pretty. Well, anything. You can put smoky quartz with anything. We've got a brand new kit to show you. So make sure you're checking out your baskets for that one. Now, we're gonna go to, we're going to the brand new kit now? A brand new kit. Now again, blue is a very popular colour. We know very much so that you're all working towards your Christmas pieces, and we're talking very much today about business opportunities and ideas. I did have quite a few people Facebook me last night about, you know, especially from Scotland, because they were saying that, you know, it's obviously takes a long time to get from Scotland to Redditch, and a lot of you can't make it to our business courses. We have a very established businesswoman with us today, so if you have any questions for Natalia in terms of how to develop your business as a jewellery maker, please come through. Now, Natalia does tend to do commissions, which is what she said, and it's all about making yourself known. Speaking to a lot of jewellery makers, they will tell you that the best way to start is by hosting jewellery making parties. From one party, if everybody's had a brilliant time and bought something that they think is quality, value for money, beautiful, giftable items, then at least one of those people will book you again with their different set of friends, and it will carry on like that, all word of mouth. We've got a brand new kit, which I think is going to be perfect for those jewellery making parties, because we were talking to Gemma Crow, who does, that's how her business works, jewellery making parties. Gemma Crow will tell you that blue is the most popular selling colour when she does her parties, and actually I went and had a research of that, and statistically apparently blue is the most popular colour in the world. You have such a wonderful array of gemstones here. I'm going to show them together, but what I want to do is take them all individually. So first of all, let's look at the iolite chain. Iolite is a gemstone. Now you get 9 inches, and it's already been hand wire wrapped on solid sterling silver for you. If you have a standard size bracelet, which is 7 inches, and then you put your toggle clasp on the end, you've still got 2 inches for a matching pair of earrings. You've got something very simple to make out of this kit. So if you're stuck for ideas or you want something that's very instant, then you can do it with this. Now, iolite is such a beautiful gemstone. It has trichroism, and you know, tanzanite is a trichroic gemstone, which means it gives you more than one hue, it gives you more than one tone. You get these beautiful blues, you get these incredible violets. Now, iolite is a gemstone that we can date back to the Viking era. Now, it has polarizing properties, which meant the Vikings used this to guide their ships. Clever Vikings. Now have a look at this gemstone. There is so much myth and legend behind iolite. It's a gemstone that's said to give you a third eye. It's a gemstone that's said to give you an insight. If you love to download information about gemstones, there's plenty downloadable about iolite. But the key thing about iolite is that it's beautiful. And I think that's the thing that's going to sell it for you, for your clients and your customers, is that it's beautiful. It's a genuine, beautiful gemstone. You get these pinky hues, you get these violet hues, you get these gorgeous inkwell blues from iolite, and it really is a very special gemstone. Think about the fact that each one of these gemstones, again, has been hand-faceted. It's beautiful, isn't it? Then have a look at the blue agate plain rounds. Now, this blue is a bold blue, it's a royal blue, it's a striking blue. And you know, we have been touching on how many different shades of blue there are. There really are so many, aren't there? And you've got those fabulous 6mm rounds. Then you've got in the same gemstone the larger 12mm rounds. These are big statement gemstones. They're gorgeous. Then we've got the Tranquility. Have a look. Now, completely different to the other strands. You've got the peaches, the smokies, you've got the cloudy lemonade, clarity, you've got the burnt oranges. So you've got such a lot in this kit already. Now I want you to have a look. What a genius this lady is. Now look. Oh, Mrs. I don't do much with wire.
No, I didn't
look
make
at
these.
them. Oh, you didn't make them? Oh, okay. I'll let you off. I was like, how dare you tell me you don't do a lot with wire? Look at these. They're amazing. Have a look at that. Who did this then? Who did this? I'd like to know. Isn't this amazing?
I'd like to know, because they're really good.
Really? That is fantastic. Look at this with the iolite. Was it Debbie? It was Debbie. Have a look. Look at the earrings. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love it. Absolutely gorgeous. Lots of fabulous jewellery. The kit works very easily together. By the way, that's not all you get. You also get 4 solid sterling silver ribbon ends. You've got your solid sterling silver connector beads. You get 4 of those. And those have been used quite a lot in this. And you've got 100 meters of ribbon. You've also got your organza gift bags. Now you've also got 10 meters of 0.8. You get loads in this kit. In fact, this is probably one of the most elements in a kit so far today. You've got 10 meters of turquoise color beading, not beading, wire. You've got your beading thread in your navy blue and your stainless steel, and you've got your elastic. You've also got 43 pieces of solid sterling silver. So very luxurious. You've got solid sterling silver and wire. Oh my gosh, you're going to get a good price. So much solid sterling silver. And don't forget, you've got all that silver from the iolite chain as well. Oh, what a wonderful opportunity. Are you ready? Brand new in today, 0800 644 655 is the number to be calling. £24.95. I think you've got so many elements to this kit. You've got 4 wonderful strands. You've got so, by the way, you've also got some memory wire. Didn't tell you that, did I? 14 spools of bracelet memory wire. £24.95. You get such a lot for your money on this one. Let's have a look at all of the jewellery that you can make with this kit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not sure who did this, so I can't tell you how much was left over. Have a look at each one. This is incredible, isn't it? How fabulous is that? Just loving that wire. Now, I can't see any bracelet memory wires being used, but it does come with this kit as well. There's such a lot, and isn't it beautiful? It's called Nightfall. In terms of silver, you get 10 head pins, 10 eye pins, 10 crimp beads, 2 pairs of shepherd's hooks, 3 open jump rings on a 5mm, 3 on an 8, and 3 of your silver spring lock bolt ring clasps, and they're 8x3. There it is. £24.95 is your price tag. Here's all the gemstones. Let's get on over to that Natalia and see. Oh, we're not going over to Natalia. No, we're not. We're not, because she didn't have the kit. She didn't have it, so she...
Look at panic on my said it.
No, you look quite calm, which is why I thought that was the thing I was doing. £24.95. It's called Nightfall. Right, we've got a text that's come in. Go for it. Can I see it? Because I can't. It's hard to. Okie dokes. So, we've got a text. If you want to text in 60777, JM Studio, followed by your message. And the text reads, it's from Catherine in Yorkshire. Just bear with me a second. She says, hello ladies. I ordered a kit with memory wire the other day. Do I need to buy special cutters or is it okay to use the ones in the basic toolkits? Thanks, Catherine in Doncaster.
I would absolutely highly recommend buying memory wire cutters, simply because the minute that you use your ordinary cutters to cut it blunts them, but it also it makes a groove in them.
Because it's so strong.
Yeah, they'll never be the same again.
Could you just buy regular cutters and use them exclusively for your memory wire?
You could if you wanted to do that, but you will end up with lots of chinks in them.
Okay, but if it's just for memory wire, it's okay to do that.
Yeah.
There are special memory wire cutters on the website?
There should be. I know that we did stock
We do them. I think they are in stock at the moment.
They're well worth investing in though, because so many of the kits have got
memory wire in them now.
Yeah.
So well worth that investment. Right, if you want this kit, you've got to be quick because it's flying out the door. Now we're going to launch that fabulous rose quartz. Now rose quartz is an easy seller. You know, it's a gemstone for you that I think you will make jewellery out of that will sell very, very easily, because like Natalia was saying earlier, if you bought the kit, look with this gorgeous strand of agate. This is a gemstone, like as Natalia was saying earlier, a gemstone that sells itself because everybody knows it. Rose quartz doesn't need an explanation. And actually, when you use a gemstone like rose quartz and amethyst and smoky quartz, I think your customers sort of think, oh, okay, this person is using real gemstones. Because if you talk to your customers about gemstones they've never heard of, they kind of think, right. Then you bring out a gemstone that they've heard of and they think, right, the light switch flicks on, doesn't it? Because you've got a gemstone that is known as being a genuine gemstone, of course. Now with the blues, again, here is a real Cath Kidston combination. Very soft with your blue rounds. I bought that fabulous blue kit earlier. You've got a real delicate colour. You've got a ballet pump pink. Now this is such a feminine colour, and because of the size of these rounds, you can use them in so many ways. Big chunky jewellery, just have a look, make a stretchy like that, gorgeous. But maybe you want to use this sparingly in a pendant, in a herringbone weave, on a bracelet or as a ring. A big round will lend itself in lots of different ways. Now they are just light enough to use in a pair of shoulder dusters, one in each ear, long, gorgeous earrings catching the light would be beautiful, wouldn't they? Now, again, I do think these would look beautiful with the smoky quartz in between each one. There's a lot you can do with a size like this. And Natalia, this is a gemstone you use a lot of, isn't it?
I love it. Quartz are just my favourite gemstones, just hands down. And just the colour of them, they're so delicate, and you know, it's that kind of neutral that goes with everybody's skin tone, and that's what I really like about making jewellery. It's that I know I'm not excluding anybody because it's just too bright or it's too dusky.
Yeah, it's a gemstone that everybody can wear, and it's soft and feminine. It's a great giftable, because sometimes when you're buying for other people, you think, oh, what colour would they wear? You know, even if it's your best friend, you think, gosh, do you know what? Yeah, this is a gemstone that is easy to wear. It's a gemstone that is lovely to give as a gift. This is a gemstone that can be bridal, bridesmaidy. It's soft, it's feminine, and it's pretty. You've got that soft petal pink, that soft ballet pump pink. Use this with coloured wire. Use this with silver, with rose gold. Use this with any colour precious metal, and you've got yourself a gorgeous strand here. 450 carats, 14 mil. Look at the facets, they're so pretty. This is a brand new strand in today. I love that colour. It's such a blush, isn't it? It's such a pink blush. And we're going to give you a wicked price tag. Are you ready? to get it in your life. These are the biggest faceted rose quartz we have in the building, the biggest faceted rose quartz we have in stock. 14 mil rose quartz. I know you want these. Let's give you a price tag. Get involved in all the usual ways. For £14.95, you've got a gemstone that's going to add a big look without an overpowering colour. You've got subtlety and you've got size. £14.95, 0800 644 655, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com if you're coming shopping with us online tonight. Don't forget, it's not tonight, it's this morning. I keep doing that. It just rolls off. It's gorgeous, isn't it? And think about the fact that this will go really well with the kit that we just gave you. The pinks and the blues and the tranquilities of the apricots and the cloudy lemonades. They're just so pretty. They're just so pretty. Gorgeous, I love this. Right now, we have got for you a 2-for-1 offer. On which one? Oh. Now are these solid sterling silver? So you've got your earring posts and they're all solid sterling silver. Have a look. We're going to give you a 2-for-1 offer on these. So you've got that loop. Now I actually prefer post and butterfly backs because I like the way the earrings hang. And actually I think it's nice to have the posts because I think sometimes if your clients want that security, now you've got a nice bead of silver on these. And you get 40 altogether because it's a 2-for-1. 40 earring posts. In solid sterling silver. You've got to, do you know what as well? At Christmas time, if you're buying giftables, I think people always tend to lean towards buying sterling silver and earrings. I think it's quite important to offer for your clients because a lot of people have got allergies and even if you say, you know, this is coated copper, they just, if they're buying it as a gift, they won't do it. They want solid sterling silver. Also, I think solid sterling silver is really important if you're using very precious gemstones. Maybe you bought some of our emerald last night. Maybe you bought some of our aquamarine last night. We're going to give you a price tag as soon as possible. Solid sterling silver. Remember, you get 40 elements of these for the price of 20, and they're all solid sterling silver. Brand new in today at £7.95. You get 40 of them and a big gram weight of silver. Fantastic deal at £7.95. Right, we're going to move on. Well done. Oh, there's loads of you in for this. Have a look at what you've got. And remember, they are important elements. Don't forget you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee on those as well. Right, we're going to move on. Can we do the left, right strand? Yay! Gorgeous. Loads of you in for those. Well done. Have a look at this wonderful strand. The quality is immense. Look at this. Oh my goodness me. Look at that red. Look at that red. Swit Swoo is right. You get the reds, you get the purples, you get the blues. Now last night we launched the cushion shape. Now you've seen some rectangles. Are these a different size to the rectangles I launched the other day? It's a brand new strand, so these are a different size to the ones that were on the other day. But these are from the Gems of Distinction range. They are some of the finest, no, the finest selection. We had 2 shipments of these. One came in last week and the other came in yesterday. I was lucky enough last night to give you the brand new strand. It's the best quality labradorite we have ever seen. Look at that. No, you know how hard it is to bring you labradorescence on screen because we have so many lights in the studios. You'll only have one light source. Now you can see the outstanding quality of this labradorite. It's outstanding. Every single piece has been picked individually for its quality. Every single piece has been picked and then faceted. So you know you've had that one-on-one detailing. That eye for detail has gone into every single gem that's been stranded on your strand of labradorite. Gorgeous, beautiful, intense, dramatic, fairy wings from within this gemstone. Have a look at the quality of this labradorite. It's ridiculously beautiful. Now, labradorite is a gemstone that gives us such strong, I mean, have a look at this for quality. Unbelievable quality. Outstandingly beautiful. Now, when you get purples, greens, blues, reds, you know you've got the finest labradorite. I give you reds, I give you blues, I give you purples in this strand. A gemstone that I call the thunderstorm gemstone. You've got the cloudy thunderstorm grey and then lightning. You get struck by that lightning labradorescence. Every single gemstone boasts incredible labradorescence from this strand. Oh my goodness gracious me. Look at that. Unbelievable. Now I'm seeing this from above and I can see the most amazing reds from above. Let me see if I can show you. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. And do you know what? Because it's faceted, it just dances. This is breathtaking. The best labradorite we've seen coming in fresh into the building yesterday. I showed you the cushion shapes yesterday. Every single one of these is going to sell out. I tell you, this is the most incredible strand of labradorite. Labradorescence like that never happens. It's just so dramatic. The facets, we've never seen faceted labradorite ever here at Jewellery Maker, apart from on those tiny weeny rondelle chain strands like the iolite. We had a few faceted in strands like that, but not like this. These are big, big gemstones and the quality is outstanding. You can see that, can't you? I'm so excited. I'm so passionate about this strand because it really is some of the best. And seriously, if you love your labradorite, you need to get this. Now remember, we always give you a 30-day money-back guarantee. Do not miss out on this because once they're gone, they are gone. How many years has it taken us to bring you a strand like this? Since we've been on air, we've never, ever been able to give you a strand like this before. This is, and how many years have we been coming to you? This is the first time that you've been seeing strands of faceted labradorite of this quality. When's the next time we're going to see it? We don't know. We don't know if we ever will. You've got the reds, you've got the golds, you've got the greens, you've got that moons, you've got that mermaid's tail. You can see the quality dancing around like little fairies inside as that labradorescence is just so intense. It's amazingly dramatic and it is outstandingly beautiful. And because we're giving you the best labradorite and because we're giving you a brand new strand that you've never seen before and because we're giving it you at just a tiny fraction of a price tag of £7.95, you need to get yourself on the phone lines. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. Now I would multi-buy. Natalia, if you saw this and you were at home, would you buy more than one of these?
Absolutely, because you know what it's like. You get it home and then you just think, I really wish I'd bought more than one because it's so beautiful.
And then it goes and sells out. We never get it again.
Exactly.
Faceted labradorite, Natalia.
Take advantage.
Absolutely.
So it's not like you can just go online and say, okay, well, I'll just find some somewhere else.
Look at that. Oh my word, look at that. Oh my goodness, you've got the purples. This is so beautiful. Almost brings tears to your eyes. You wait till you get it home. You're going to get excited by this, I tell you. On those 3 stones you can see, the greens, the oranges, the purples, the reds. If we graded labradorite, this would be AAA graded. You know amylite, when you see all of the colours in amylite, you know that it's the best amylite in the world. The very same can be said about this labradorite. This is incredible. Restrand, do you know what? I'd use it sparingly. I would. I'd use one in a ring. I'd use a pair of earrings. I'd use it really sparingly. It's not very often we get to see this. Those 3 stones would go in one bracelet, absolutely. We're all very, very excited about this strand. I tell you, honestly, in this shape with these facets, it works so well. I mean, look, I'm gonna go right to the other end of the strand, and I don't know if you can see it, but I certainly can. The most amazing purple coming from this one. I'm not sure whether we'll be able to pick it up on camera. We can try, we can try, we can try. Come on, Labradorescence. Oh gosh, look at that. You get this glow of green. You wait till you get it home. It just flashes at you. It's just ridiculously beautiful. They glow like mermaids' tails. Look at those fabulous fairy wings. This is one of the most prestigious strands of labradorite we have ever had the pleasure to bring you. There are queues on the phone lines. Please make sure you check out your baskets if you're shopping with us online today. YUQZ81 is your item code, and I don't think we'll see this again. Once it's gone out of the building. Please remember to multi-buy, because at a price tag like that, I do easily think we could have given you this strand for $19.95, which you could appreciate. I mean, I for that, but we're not. We're giving it to you at $7.95 because we want you to get an incredible gemstone in your collection. Work with it maybe for the first time, fall in love with it. Have a look at the other designers that are using this and really appreciate it for the beautiful gemstone that it is. Any gemstone with optical property is going to draw in your customers and clients into buying your jewellery. It's just so beautiful. It really is. Look at the quality. For £7.95, it couldn't be any more of a beauty. Look at that, look. Oh, just beautiful. And isn't it great to have that checkable faceting? Because not only do you get that labradorescence, you also get that amazing luster. These are gorgeous. They really are beautiful. Pair of earrings. Look at that. Look, every piece, every piece. And you know they've all been hand selected because they go through the faceting process, and it's only the finest gemstones that get picked for that faceting. If you want some more information about our Gems of Distinction range, and this is from the Gems of Distinction range, of course, then we've got that with the gorgeous and lovely Carol. Have a look about where your gemstone comes from. Have a look right here.
Did you know that every stone in Gems of Distinction collection goes Before any of the gemstones that arrive here in Jaipur can leave Jaipur for the UK, they need to be tested. So all the genuine gemstone strands go from the vendor to an independent laboratory. They're then tested to prove that they are what they say they are. Now, as you can see here, this shipment of emerald arrived this morning, and it comes with this. This is really important. This shows that the emerald has been tested in random strands and can be proven to be genuine emerald. If this authenticity card doesn't arrive with a genuine gemstone, then the shipment won't go to the UK. Did you know that every individual gemstone in our Gems of Distinction collection goes through a 7-stage intricate process to get from the rough to a beautiful bead?
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
The Jewellery Maker gift voucher is now available. If you're looking for the right gift this year, choose the Jewellery Maker gift voucher. Available in £10 and £50 denominations. Call 0845 6588 663 and give the gift of choice this Christmas.
Oh, welcome back. Now we are getting super excited here today. Do you know what? Yesterday we had a delivery in before last night's show, and I got to launch so many wonderful gemstones to you in last night's show. I was so excited, and that delivery continues throughout the day. We are bringing you, we've brought you the gorgeous rose quartz, we've brought you the outstanding labradorite, and have a look at this strand of neon blue apatite. This is the most wonderful gemstone. It's a gemstone, and I know you're asking, a lot of you are buying these gems of distinction strands and you'd like some ideas about, some inspiration about how to use the button style gem. Well, Natalia is going to be given a strand. I'm going to keep you busy, sorry baby, and show you what she's going to make, something very simple for you. This is just such an incredible gemstone, and it's a main player in the jewellery industry. Apatite is just the most incredible vibrant colour in neon blue apatite. It really is stunning. So we are going to do now, before we're going to give you a kit in just a moment, and we're going to give you a bundle of beautiful colour. Now, I was in touch with quite a lot of you last night via Facebook, and it's very important that we are in communication with you, and we appreciate everything you're saying to us. So please never think that we don't look, because we do. Lucy and I and Carol, we all look on Facebook every day and make sure we want to know you're happy, we want to know what you're looking for. I've spoken to quite a lot of people last night in particular. Now, one lady would like to see lots of different colours together, so this is a great one for you if you are, not just one lady, there was lots of you. This is a great one for you if you're not confident in mixing colours together. Then I've got for you a 4-strand pack, but look at this one strand. Look at all of these wonderful, wonderful colours, and think about putting them in your jewellery together next to each other. You'll see the blue and the purple look wonderful. Now think about maybe a 4 or 5 petaled flower that you could create with these. You've got the yellow, you've got the green, you've got the black, you've got the pink, you've got the limes, and you've got the reds, and you've got that wonderful royal blue in here as well. So here's a great strand of colourful gemstones for you. Now, we've also got some blacks, which, as we know, blacks all go together wonderfully, and these drops are perfect for earrings. Look how sparkly these drops are. Look at the facets, they travel all the way around. You can wire up with these if you've bought any of our wire today. They're great with gold wire, very Chanel, aren't they? And I think you've got a classic here. You've got all the different colours here. You separate them all into their own colour groups. You could, you know, and it's great for doing jewellery with kids, all the different colours, but I think essentially lots of different colours in one strand, so you've got a lot of versatility. These are great to wire up to. Now, how beautiful is this mauve? And look at the mauve and the black together. They work beautifully, don't they? Now have a look at the pink, because the pink and the mauve, again, very pretty together. And these are really elegant drops. Now you might want to take pink and black together. Now Director Tom, evening Director Tom, not daytime Director Tom, says that when he loves it when women wear black and pink together because he thinks it's very sexy. Black and pink. Have a look. Black and pink are. Do you, Director Daytime Tom, think black and pink are very sexy together?
I would agree.
You would agree with that? So, ladies, maybe that's where I'm going wrong. You should just wear black and pink all the time.
Just stick some pink on with what you're wearing.
Oh yeah, that's what I could do. Just put some pink jewellery on. Have a look. These all go together really well. But these are great for you if you're not confident with colours. They're brilliant for you if you just want to have a play with colours. If you want to get lots of different colours in your stash. Lovely soft pink. And again, with this shape, they're perfect for creating petals of flowers, as are the marquee shape. Drop style will go beautifully together. Think about creating a flower at the top and then dropping down with those fabulous black, or a black flower at the top and then dropping down with the purple. Now you've got all of those different shapes and sizes, and Natalia, you've got to have as many colours as possible in your stash, haven't you?
Oh, and my word, and they are colourful. And what's really nice is these are just so unusual. We don't have these every day, and this is your opportunity to really inject this pop of colour into your work.
And colour blocking is major on the high streets and on the catwalks, and that's in jewellery and in clothing.
It is, and those colours are just, they're delicious, aren't they?
They are delicious. I always say that, they are delicious. You look at this, especially the strand of multicoloured, you look at these and you can think, I mean, you've got limes in there, strawberry. It looks like something from a fruit bowl. Look, lime strawberries, you've got those wonderful pinks, you've got the deep, gorgeous green gauge colours, you've got the zesty lemons. I mean, they do look delicious. And I love the way that you've got a strand full of so much colour. The drops are beautiful. Let's give you your price tag. Think about these in an elegant drop pair of earrings. They're gorgeous, wouldn't they? Absolutely. Gorgeous, look at those. We're going to give you 4 strands for under £12, £11 and 95 pence. That's just under £3 per strand, which is great, isn't it? Absolutely fabulous. 300 carats of multicoloured quartzite faceted rice beads. Those are 28 by 11. You've got 280 carats of pink quartzite faceted drops. They're 28 by 11. 230 carats of black agate faceted drops. Those are 14 by 10. And 160 carats of purple quartzine plain drop beads. Those are 12 by 8. 0800 644 655 is the number to be calling on the phone lines, or the w.jewellerymaker.com. SGG C55 is your item code. Now, we've got a gorgeous kit to bring you right now. I think the black will go with anything in that. Let's have a look at the fab. Do you know, these are amazing eye catchers. We were talking earlier, Natalia, about gemstones that really draw you in. And the first strand that I'm going to show you from this amazing kit, wow, these are amazing. Oh, do you know what? I'd love a chunky bracelet out of these. Just look at them. They are absolutely gigantic. I love those warm colours as well. I think if you're going to have a gemstone this big, to have it at such an earthy, and that's 1,000 carats, and they're 20 mil. To have it in such an earthy colour, you've got the drama from the size and the facets, but you've got a nice earthy backdrop in a colour. So it's never going to be too over striking. It's beautiful, that strand. And oh, I love it. And these are warm autumn winter pieces. I love these. And again, very Canadian fall. You've got those pumpkins and those paprikas, and you've got those cinnamon tones. How gorgeous. I bet you loved working with this.
I loved it. It was a stunning kit, stunning to open up and go. You had the real wow factor. It's got loads of interesting components, you know, like the chain and a bit of wire. And I love fire agate. I've not worked with fire agate for so long, and it was like, welcome back, old friend.
Oh, I love it. And you think, yes, I've missed you. Now, traditionally, I would have put a gold chain with this. It's really nice to see the silver, actually, because I'm thinking frosty winter morning now.
Yeah, it gives it a more cool urban look, doesn't it? It really brings it bang up to date. It makes it really contemporary. And why not? Why not
I'd agree with
that?
that.
You know, lift it up into
Absolutely.
2012.
But the options are there with the gold, because what we're doing with this kit is giving you a metre of genuine 9 carat gold on solid sterling silver wire on a 0.4. And I actually think with it, when it's on silver, it feels a little bit more sturdy, a little bit denser than the traditional 0.4, doesn't it?
Yes, definitely.
Now we're also giving you those wonderful aluminium beads. You get a pack of 10 of them. Is it a pack of 10? Pack of 10 of those. Now you've got the monofilament, the elastic, and your beading thread. So you've got the gold there if you want it. You're going to love this. It's called Let's Tango. 1,000 carats in that fire agate. 170 in the frosted faceted rondelles, which I just love. I actually think these, again, here's an easy one. It's an easy one because the colours work together harmoniously. And these are absolutely colours I would traditionally put together, of course, and make some really warm, gorgeous jewellery. We're going to give you a wicked price tag. You've also got 100 findings with this kit, including a metre of silver chain. Brand new in today. Going mega low at £29.95. For this strand alone, you have so much drama. Don't forget you've got a metre of aluminium chain as well. And everyone's saying, I just love this, I love this. I'd love a chunky bracelet just out of that. I just think that is wicked. Beautiful, isn't it? Each one's a pendant, isn't it? Gorgeous. Have a look at all of the fabulous jewellery that Natalia's made, and then we're going to get on over to that little genius gemstone queen. Love the charm bracelet. You're going to love everything. Have a look. Isn't that good? And now you see, because wouldn't you? I mean, in my mind, I'd put these with gold, but it works with silver amazingly. And Natalia, you're so right. Very, very contemporary with the silver. I love those together, and silver and red looks awesome. Oh my gosh, that ring. There's your signature.
I don't really vary the design very much, but I really like the rings.
Oh, I love it. But that's that piece. That's your Vivienne Westwood stamp.
That's my in your face. If it's not going to knock you out, it's not happening.
Love it.
I like my jewellery to be, you know, a little bit like self-defence as well. If you're out at night,
in case you get attacked. Jewellery Maker does not condone violence unless it's in self-defence. How fab is that?
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh gosh, it's amazing. I love big chunky rings.
Oh, I know. And the thing that is so great about all of these individual beads are beautiful. So you can have great fun picking out the one that you want to use for your ring. Or you may decide to make a whole heap of rings or whatever it is that you want to do.
Natalia, look at this. Oh, can I try? I'm going to try it on against skin if that's all right. Do you know what? The great thing about this strand is that you've got the blacks in here. These are totally different tones.
Isn't that lovely? Because you've got the variants and it's a real adds drama, doesn't it? Absolutely. Oh, that looks so good on you.
It has to go on, doesn't it? It has to go on.
Do you know, as soon as I opened the bag, I didn't even get the strands out. I saw the chain and I saw those, and I wanted to do a bubble necklace.
Love it.
The bubble necklace. And if you could go
Is this a bubble necklace?
Yes, yeah. And you could go really wild and add lots of smaller beads in between, you know, in the spaces. And do you want me to fasten it?
Yeah, it needs to go.
And what I've
got a little bird neck, haven't I?
You got a little scrawny neck.
Scrawny, yeah. Have a look.
You in a moment.
Oh, you're tickling me! Oh.
Sorry, I'm not intending to, honest. It's not going to.
Sorry.
I'm trying to save the necklace here. Hang on, let me just do that, and then I can wrap it around again. Sorry, Jenny. So you get a massage as well at the same time.
I love it. Look at that. Isn't it fab?
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
Gorgeous.
Absolutely
but you know,
gorgeous.
I would make it quite gem heavy, so the little agate rounds I would actually put in between. You know, if this was my kit, I would just have it all in one necklace. I know.
Isn't that fab? I just love it. I just love it. And I think you have to wear the jewellery. It's like being in a jewellery shop. Just put the bracelet on as well.
It's jewellery for a diva, isn't it? So these are, you know, these are what we were talking about that draw people in, and then they buy the delicate pieces, but they really came in because they saw the elaborate
wow
designs that you had. Yeah. I really liked the little aluminium beads.
I love them. I love
think they
them.
worked really well because I love the little concentric circle type texture on there, and they fitted really nicely with the big necklace. Really beautifully with the fire agate.
They do look gorgeous with that. Which technique are you going to show us, my dear darling?
Well, Dee Dee wanted me to show the ring.
Yes, please. Now I'm going to put the ring on the ring out so you can see it all the way around. I love it.
No,
I love it.
Just straighten myself up in my chair so that I'm not at an angle.
Straighten yourself out. Sort yourself out.
Sort myself out.
Oh, how fab. $29.90. Everything?
I would say absolutely. I think it's a real head turner, this kit.
It is. I think out of all of our kits, this is the one that's going to bring in the crowds in terms of dynamic, massive, chunky piece of jewellery.
And you don't have to go chunky, you know, it's your personal choice. You can just take one bead and, you know, make a statement with that.
Absolutely.
So I've chosen this gorgeous, rather gorgeous fire agate.
Isn't it nice that you can really pick out different things?
I know. So we'll go for the mysterious looking one, I think that one is, with all the different
Reminds me of an
colours in
orange
there.
that's just been peeled.
Doesn't it? With like the pith and then the peel and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, I'm using, this is a ring mandrel. Now you can use, I have used marker pen because they tend to be, you know, just the right size. And I've taken all of the wire and I'm going to do an O size.
Do you always go, do you always go a little bit larger?
Yes, because the wire ends up tightening.
How many sizes would you say?
I just go at one size. It depends on the ring
That's for
making.
0.4 wire, so.
Yeah, if you're doing something where there's a lot of wrapping and you're making a nest type thing, you end up actually creating, taking up more space with that, so go up 2 sizes. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the wire and wrap it round 3 or 4 times on each side. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect at this stage. Because this was quite a thin wire, that's why I did quite a few turns on it.
But actually, I mean, 0.4 is normally quite flexible, but I do find, I don't know whether you agree with this, when it's real silver and gold, it tends to have that bit of density to it.
Definitely. So what I've done is I've just taken the ends of the wire and I've fed one end through one hole in the bead and the other through the other. So they're passing each other through the middle of the bead. And then this is where all your wire gets out of place. So you just pull it back. It actually helps on this ring mandrel. I have a wooden ring mandrel that I use for the silver clay and the copper clay, and it doesn't have any grooves on it, so this is brilliant because it shows you.
You can get that ring mandrel on the website, by the way.
Okay. And then, so making sure that you've got it just the right tension and it's equal on both sides, just slip it off the mandrel. Hold all your coils together with your finger, nice and tight. And then one side, you're just going to go through. I could have probably trimmed this wire, but I didn't really know how much I needed. So
but that's the great thing, you can trim it afterwards, can't you?
Yeah, you can. And what I tend to do is, I tend to do one side, and then I'll go and do the other side.
Before you finish the
Yeah.
just because then it keeps it more structural.
Yes, it does, because if you pull it really tight on one side, then it can, you know,
kink it over a little bit. Yeah, because I do make quite a lot of rings actually. That's my thing. I like making rings.
Yeah, I love making rings. Oops.
The mandrel's $12.95. If you want it, the code is, sorry, so that B for Bertie, Delta, Oscar, Delta, Indigo, 52.
It's a really good little addition to have to your toolkit, I think, and we were out of stock for quite a while with it.
We were. That's why I've always been using a marker pen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I make rings while we schedule. Kim and I sit down just out there in the gallery and we make rings. I really like doing it. It's very therapeutic, and I just think. Great gifts for people, rings are, and I think a lot of our gemstones are so versatile, and I've never done it, but this is the next thing I want to do, because Kim started doing the herringbone on rings.
Oh, that's
Love
gorgeous.
It.
I've seen Linda doing that, and it's brilliant. So can you see we've actually gone down to the end now, so that was perfect. So I've just wrapped those around each side. And
so
then
on that perfect size you wanted.
Yeah.
This is now acting as a tool to keep the ring in place as well.
Yeah, and it just it makes it more sturdy and easy to work with. So I'm just taking one of the spare ends of the wire and wrapping it around the base, and then doing the same in the opposite direction.
Fabulous.
And there you go. And it just gives it like a little base to stand on top of.
I love it.
Which is really nice. And then slide it off, and then you just tuck your wires in and finish them off as you would normally. Oops, it starts pinging. It starts twanging.
That was really easy.
Really simple, isn't it? Nice
Really easy.
I like to keep everything really simple because I can't do difficult when it comes to wire and those kind of things. So you'll always see me finding a way around, finding a nice easy option. So I would sit and I would very carefully tuck those wires in so that they weren't poking into your finger and that they weren't going to come away. But and then tidy it up a little bit. Laura Binding is so amazing.
She's brilliant at wire work.
She taught me
You're so amazingly talented
how
as well.
to make sure that this is not twisted. Is you just get your pliers
and you flatten them, around.
And you just go like that. And that had been the bane of my life before. You've probably seen me demonstrate lots of rings on Jewellery Maker, and they've all been a bit wonky. And so now my rings are never wonky because of Laura Binding.
She's a good one.
Everybody needs a Laura Binding in their life.
They do. She's a good one. That one.
My jewellery box.
Well, you can get a Laura Binding in your life if you come through and get any of our DVDs.
Yes.
And Laura Binding has a selection of those. Wirework, all come through to Laura Binding's Wirework Workshop. She's got, was it the 2nd of November? I think she had one on. Somewhere, I think it's the 2nd of November. Ask the call centre for that if you want. It's a Friday, it's the 2nd of November, I'm pretty sure.
She's an excellent teacher.
My memory's better than I thought it. She's brilliant.
She's so calm and really clear the way she explains
And
things.
she's funny.
Yes, she's
which always
lovely.
helps.
We love her.
We love all of you. We love you too. Now, don't go anywhere. There's a lot of love in this room today. Don't go anywhere. No one's texted through for a date with Jack yet. The first person who texts through that can get to the Redditch area can have a date with Jack. And we are going to go to the Wall of Fame right now. Sorry, that was all my fault. Carry on.
Okay, this gorgeous piece of artwork is $3.95, and this is from Maggie.
We're only allowed to give names and numbers. I wish we could give you stories out too.
So well done, Maggie. $3.95.
At least we can show them. Number 394. I love these colours. They're gorgeous. It's from Lim in Logs. Where's Logs? Lynn in Logs. Love it. It's gorgeous. Turquoise quartz. Oh, it's gorgeous. Well done.
Look at this. Isn't that fabulous? That's stunning colours.
Wow.
$3.96 from Nikki in Southampton. So beautiful. Thanks for sharing that, Nikki.
I've got some big impact gemstones. We're just talking about big impact gemstones, and Paula in Edinburgh has done something amazing with the aqua quartz and black onyx. And you're number 393. It's beautiful. Well done, Paula.
We've got,
I love that.
Isn't that so elegant?
It's so vintage. It's very
Breakfast
Downton
at
Abbey.
Tiffany's.
Yes.
$3.92, and this is Sandy in Weymouth. Lovely part of the world, fish and chips in Weymouth.
Oh yeah, love Weymouth. Love that too. Gorgeous. I've got, this is luscious. Wish we had time. And this is from lovely Wendy in Solihull, which is just up the road. It's gorgeous, isn't it? You're number 390, you've got a bracelet, and that satin cord there is gorgeous. And I love these findings you've made from your silver. It looks like you've hammered it as well. Gorgeous. Thank you so much, Wendy.
And then finally, this is Karen. And do you know what? That's 391,
Wow.
sorry. This is actually from my book. This design is a bless
I
her.
love it. If you want to get involved with your polymer clay, then we had, not polymer clay.
Yeah,
your
polymer
silver
clay in the
It is
middle.
polymer clay.
She's got silver clay and then polymer clay in the middle.
And you need to grab that.
wonderful?
You need to grab that metallic clay set that we gave you earlier. Oh my gosh, I'm definitely
I
coming
love
in
it
on
when
that.
people make stuff.
Am I doing? I've got one more. Number 389 with some gizmo work is from Samina in Manchester, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And it's from the Karma Chameleon kit. It's just beautiful, isn't it? And look, with your mesh balls, gorgeous. Now I'm going to pop on back over. I'll take my coffee, if you don't mind. Did you get one?
Oh, I'm not drinking coffee, I'm detoxing.
Oh, detox.
It's horrible.
Oh, it sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm suffering.
Let's go and scoff loads of chocolate afterwards. Right, I've got for you now a really pretty bundle. We had our first kit that we gave you earlier this will go really well with. Now these quartz drops were brand new in the building just a few days ago. You've also got your faceted ice white quartz and you've got your mauve pearls. These are freshwater organic pearls, very girly colours. And again, here's another opportunity to show you colours that all go together really well. Every individual colour on this strand will go with the pearls, as you can see. Now you also get two fabulous druzy. You get two of those. I'll pop the other one there so you can see. So you get two of those amazing druzies. Now the pearls are freshwater organic pearls, one of the birth gemstones of June, and they're just stunning. You get 350 carats in your multicolour crackle quartz. The drop beads were brand new into the building. Let me show you all the colours from that strand. And again, if you're not confident putting your colours together, this is a great way because it's all done for you. You can see that these almost apatite blues and the pinks go really together, but then if you want to add a bit of softness, put them with the yellows, and the yellows with the mauves are always nice and tranquil. Now you've got two different shades of yellow here. You've got the soft primrose yellow and you've got the bright sunny yellow, and then you've got a deeper shade of pink, you've got a turquoisey blue and a lovely mauve. These would make fabulous rings, wouldn't they? You could pair this with so many gemstones. You could put the mauve ones with the mauve pearls, and I think that would make a really pretty combination. Have a think about putting these into fascinators and tiaras. They'd look really nice in a hair vine because they sit nice and flat. Now you've got a nice surface to wire wrap from there as well. Have a look at this crackle quartz. Stunning. Absolutely stunning, and I just love the druzy. You get two of those. How much is druzy normally? A 4-pack, about, our prices for 4 about £12.95, aren't they? Now you get two in here, so about £6 for the 2 pieces of druzy alone, at a great price tag. Pearls we see, oh, it's £7.90 for the 2 if you bought them. Each individual element separately would set you back £31.80. That's to go great with the challenge that we gave to Natalia today. We're going to give you a wicked price tag with these, and these are colours that look wonderful together. These are elements that individually are going to add something else to your jewellery making table. The lilac pearls I think are great for the mother of the bride, great for bridesmaids. They're fabulous classic gemstones. The ice white crackle quartz, not only are they faceted, they've also got the crackle, so they're always going to add that sparkle to your jewellery. If you want something that you're putting next to a gemstone, you don't want to take anything away, but you want to add some sparkle, you don't want to ever offend with anything too colourful, then this is the gemstone you need. In tiaras and fascinators, they're perfect. We're going to give you a wicked price tag. We're going to give you a massive saving. Get yourself on the phone lines, because this is a bundle that's been put together for the first ever time. It's brand new in today, and it's just £18.95. You're making a big saving. If you were to buy these all individually, how much would you'd be paying £32. Today, we're giving you each element for £18.95. So 800 644 655 DFG C25 is your item code for your Funky Elegance kit. Gorgeous, and it will go really great with Natalia's kit that we gave her earlier for her challenge. What do you think of this bundle? Because I know you've just worked with pearls and with the crackle quartz.
I love that. It's just a little variation, isn't it? Because you've got a lot more emphasis on the violet, the purpley colours, rather than the pink, haven't you? So that's different again. And then the shapes of the crackle quartz, they're flatter rather than them being the little rounds.
I think this is such a pretty one to work with. They're very feminine, aren't they? £18.95. Don't forget the 2 druzy. What a fabulous opportunity. What a really great opportunity. Now, I want to show you, if I can, you need to make sure that you're checking your baskets out for that one. I want to show you the most amazing strand of apatite. Now, a lot of you have been asking, what do you do with these gems of distinction strands? How do you create something that is going to be that £40, £50 price tag? I'm going to give you a glimpse of what was made. Wow, Is that labradorite she's put with it? Isn't this amazing? Linda made the most stunningly beautiful necklace. And if I may, I'm going to try that on because I think you need to put it up against the skin. Now, use all of those. Now, this was, let me just take it up to the skin. Have a look. Now, this is a necklace that will fetch a very handsome price indeed. This is a piece of jewellery that is just screaming to be put in a boutique, isn't it? Isn't that boutique? I mean, look at that. Unbelievably beautiful. This is the piece of jewellery you wear with that ball gown. This is the piece of jewellery you wear on your wedding day. This is the piece of jewellery that is so special, so beautiful, and this is exactly the kind of jewellery that you can create from any of our gems of distinction shapes and sizes. Now, have a look at the bracelet. Whoops, oh my gosh. It's all right, it's fine, Jack's got it. Have a look at the bracelet. Now this is incredibly beautiful. And I want you to show you, because this is made from the exact same strand of apatite that I've got for you now, what you can do. Look at all of that intricacy. Now, it's all about, on the catwalk, it's all about those clusters. These clusters you will see from the Elsa Peretti collection. These clusters you will see at Tiffany & Co. These clusters you will see when you're flicking through your Cosmopolitan and your Vogue and your Marie Claire. It's all about the cluster, those big collections, really celebrating the gemstones with the movement of a cluster. I just adore this apatite. Now let me show you the strand that is going to create such gorgeous high-end jewellery. Anything from our Gems of Distinction range offers you an opportunity to work with something very special. It offers you an opportunity to create high-end pieces. Okay, it's not for you if you just want to give the £5 and £10 price tags, okay? But it is for you if you're ready to push your jewellery making skills to that further step up, 2 steps up, 3 steps up. It's for you if you want to create jewellery that is going to be 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds, because you can justify it with the quality of these gemstones. At what point do we take ourselves from a jewellery maker to a jeweller? Well, it's definitely at the point when you're using quality, such as the quality of this strand of neon blue apatite. These buttons are what will create that perfect cluster. This colour is what will create that striking effect. Apatite is an incredible gemstone. Some apatites derive from fossilised dinosaur bones. In nature, I think the only way of describing this gemstone is by staring into the most amazingly piercing pair of blue eyes. That's the colour of neon blue apatite, and it's natural, it's beautiful, it's incredible, it's dynamic. And because of that colour, that lustre, the cut, each gemstone has been cut to perfection, size matched, colour matched. From the Gems of Distinction range, attention to detail is absolutely paramount. Quality, essential. Clarity, colour, it's got to have it all. There are queues on the phone lines, but please bear with them. To work with a gemstone so incredibly beautiful is an absolute privilege. Now let me show you again the jewellery that you can create with this Gems of Distinction strand, and this one's just got to go on, hasn't it? It just has to. It's stunningly beautiful. Now always put this with solid sterling silver. It is a gemstone that we should regard as very, very special. I'm going to just put it on. It should be celebrated, you're right. It's a gemstone that if you do have your real gold and silver findings, they just, I mean, this is something you're going to wear to a ball. Imagine that winter ball that you've got coming up, or so many of your customers are going to be buying for that special Christmas party. This is incredibly beautiful. Have a look. I think it's occasion jewellery. I think when you bring out that special dress, This is occasion jewellery. This is your high-end piece of jewellery that you wear on that special occasion. Maybe you're the mother of the bride. You know, these are, when we're talking about commission pieces, this is the kind of gemstone you would work with. Now, a lot of you jewellery makers place your jewellery in boutiques, and it's a great way of making a lot of money. You can put your jewellery in glass cabinets at that vintage boutique that you've got in your town. You can put this gorgeous jewellery that you create into that nail bar or that beauty salon in a glass cabinet, and that's when people are having their nails done and things because they're going out for an occasion. So always think about that. It's a great way. And Natalia and I were talking earlier that, you know, I used to own a nail bar, and I had a lady that came in and she filled up a glass cabinet, and while people are sat and they're watching, you know, they're looking around, they're there for an hour, they're having their treatments, and they look and they love that jewelry, and they're going out, you know, they're getting their nails done because they're going to a wedding, they're getting their nails done because they're going to a ball. It's a great place to place your jewelry. But let's get back to this gemstone. The saturation of colour and the colour matching of this strand is absolutely expert. It's just beautiful. To work with neon blue apatite is to work with a gemstone that some of the greatest designers of our time work with right now. We're going to give you one of the most amazing deals. Let's not make you wait for the price tag. 0800 644 655, all the W's.jewellerymaker.com. Look at the price tag, just £12.95. Natalia, neon blue apatite is a gemstone that is so beautiful, so incredible. Tell me about the privilege of working with a gemstone like this for such a tiny price tag as well.
Well, it's just amazing, that price, isn't it? And you know, to be able to get your hands on it and to create something like the necklace that you're wearing, it's just stunning.
I love it. And Natalia, we can put bigger price tags on gems like this. I think anything from the Gems of Distinction range, we know we've got the most incredible quality. I do think you have to put higher price tags on this.
Yeah, you do, definitely, and you've got to explain to people what they're actually buying.
Absolutely.
That it's something that is a really distinguished gemstone, and it's not going to be something that they can pick up everywhere.
I think it's important to download lots of information about neon blue apatite, and there are some big designers out there charging hundreds upon hundreds of pounds for their neon blue apatite jewelry, and actually it's a gemstone that's very hard to get hold of, and at £12.95 you're getting it at a really fabulous price tag. There are half-a-minute queues on the phone lines, please bear with them. If you want to shop with us online, all the W's.jewellerymaker.com, half the stock's now been allocated at £12.95. You've got yourself a deal. Now let me show you how these look as the buttons. Now create that. Your first port of call, Natalia, was to do a cluster ring, wasn't it?
Yes,
you said with these.
yeah, with the head pins.
Yeah, I love that, with the ball head pin, because you get the look of silver or gold with them, and silver or gold look amazing with these, don't they? I love this. Blue is one of the most popular colours. If you bought the labradorite strand, labradorite is what's been used in this necklace that Linda created. Have another look at the necklace with this strand, and she's blended it with labradorite. It just looks amazing. I mean, that is just, look at the glitter, look at the sparkle. Oh, they're gorgeous. Drop them in earrings. You know what, B, our guest designer, had a Gems of Distinction strand, and she crocheted with it. Looked outstanding. Hers was tourmaline, and she crocheted with the tourmaline. It was amazing. It was outstandingly beautiful. £12.95 for anything from the Gems of Distinction is amazing. Please hold the queues. I know there are quite big queues now. They're 3 minutes long on the phone lines, but you know what? It's worth it. It's a free phone number. It's just 3 minutes, and gosh, look what you're getting. 0800 644 6. And do you know what? You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. Always remember that. Oh, so beautiful. Do you know what? I'd keep this very much with something else from the Gems of Distinction range. I would keep this very much with a gemstone that is as beautiful. I would keep this very much with the labradorite that we gave you earlier. Anything that is outstandingly beautiful can be put with this gemstone, or use it on its own, because in its own right, it really stands out as striking. There are 20 of you in a queue for this. If you can come shopping with us online this morning, all the W's. Oh, it's this afternoon now. Where did the time go? It's 20 to 1 already. We're going to give you another gorgeous strand. We're going to give you a 3-strand pack. Have a look. Now, I love these. Let me just pop that there because it deserves to go special. Have a look. Oh my gosh, these are corner drill. Actually, they're really, really comfortable. I love this strand for 2 reasons. Number one, I love the corner drilled squares because, well, actually for 3 reasons. 4. The more I look at it, the more I like it. Have a look. These are drilled around the corner, and I love that diamond shape, and they drop so elegantly in a pair of earrings, and they kind of spin around if you give them enough room to spin around. They look amazing. Now look at the cut. So, number 2 reason, you've got that fabulous diamond cut. I love them. Number 3 reason is that they puzzle together amazingly. Look at that. Now, aren't those I love it, I love it. They puzzle together beautifully. And the colour with gold and silver is always elegant, isn't it? I love it. I love that strand. Now these are like big jelly beans. Now those colours are beautiful together. They're very autumnal. You need black in your stash because there's always a time when you need, and because of the cut of these, because of the shape of them, don't they just slot together wonderfully? Now these are great together. And then look, you've got the Japanese lantern shapes. This is such an elegant 3-strand pack, and it's such a warm 3-strand pack. I love it. We're going to give you a great bargain on these. I love the code OMG C25. They're gorgeous gemstones that you need, and OMG, the price tag that you need in your stash, $9.95. You need the blacks. When you need a base colour, when you're working with wire, if you've bought a lot of our gold or silver wire, it looks striking, the contrast of the black and that striking look of the precious metal, they're amazing together. Look with the burnt oranges though, really warm and autumnal. Now you've got 360 carats in those orange agates, and they range from 10 to 18 millimetres, so really substantial sizes. 300 carats of the black quartz lanterns, and you've got 130 carats of the black agate corner drilled squares. At £9.95, you've got yourself an awesome deal. What an amazing deal. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful for £9.95. Natalia, would you agree that these are essentials to have in your stash?
Oh, absolutely. And you know, black is always a fantastic addition to anything.
It's always in fashion, isn't it?
Yeah, and all the colours that, the strands that you showed earlier, blacks fit with them perfectly. And then the neutral tones of the other strand, the kind of golden.
The agate, oh, they're gorgeous. And you've got lots of striping in here. And actually, I mean, look, all the different shapes and sizes are nice to pick out too, aren't they? It's nice when you get a strand with a lot of different shapes and sizes to work with, because you can create some really amazing texture with them. Look at that one. How fab is that? And then you've got the peachy tones, you've got the stripes there. £9.95. Some silver. What about some white quartz, you think? You've got the monochrome look there. Some white pearls would look great with these. I actually think, the kit we gave you earlier? I love this strand in there. I think that'll look fab. And do think about the fact, now let's look individually. So we've seen the corner drilled squares and loving the fact that they all slot together really nicely. Look at the lanterns individually. Think about how you're going to use those. Shambhala style bracelet, I'm thinking, because you've got the nice facets so that you've got a nice sparkle to them. And great for earrings. Great with a gold ball head pin on the bottom and some drop earrings on a long chain. Yeah, they'd look gorgeous. Now have a look at all the different, each strand gives something different to the table, and that's really nice for you to have in your collection. It's fab for you to have in your collection. And a brand new today at £9.95. So for under £10, you got yourself an outstanding deal. Now, we're gonna move on and see that challenge. We're gonna refresh your memory on the challenge that we gave to the gorgeous and very talented Natalia. And you know what? I cannot get over how quickly this morning's show has gone, which is crazy. I was here last night, I'm here this morning, I'm here tonight. Whew. And it's all flying by. Isn't it lovely when you enjoy your job so much? And oh, I feel lucky. Have a look at these wonderful strands. And now Natalia, do you notice when you work with the quartz how sparkly it is?
Love quartz and the crackliness of it.
I love the crackliness too. The internal sparkles, and you can really pick out individual qualities in them. Don't forget you also got That amazing druzy. I mean, just so pretty, isn't it? That is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I love the earrings you've made out of the memory wire, by the way.
I'm really enjoying working with memory wire, I have to say. It's just such a great medium.
You got the memory wire with this kit. I'm coming over to your Babitrons. Are you ready? Come on, let's trot over.
I've made such a mess here.
It's because you're inspired by me. That's not a mess. I will invite you into my car later on and then we'll talk about
and
mess.
then I'll feel...
And when you'll feel dirty.
And I can just go around and mess my car up.
I absolutely adore the halo of pearls that you've put around that druzy.
Yeah.
I think that is fantastic. Actually, that's quite a vintage design that you've done with a halo of pearls. It's very Elizabethan, isn't
Yes, it is actually.
To have a halo. I love my history. Look.
That was quite easy to do once I'd figured out how to do it because...
Did you do it with memory wire, Natalia?
Just, I used some monofilament.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I just threaded the pearls onto the monofilament and then I tied a knot in them to make it into a circle. And then I took the ends of the monofilament back through the druzy in the middle and then I added a second row, so I just did it again, but I added a couple of extra pearls on to make it bigger. And it just sits really nicely.
I love that. I love it. I think it's very vintage, but modern because of the shoulders.
Yeah.
You know, that's got a really nice Elizabethan feel to it. Now these earrings are the bee's knees.
Well, that's just to show you how you can make the strands go so much further, because those gemstones are so beautiful, and when you look at them individually, some of them are more frosty, some are clearer, and you can choose the ones that you want to work with. And just have them individually, because then the light's going to reflect. You know, earrings, they're dangling, and how beautiful that is.
I love them. I love them. Now look at this. I love that you've done this bracelet, because I think putting these colours together, and don't they work really easily together, these colours?
Yes.
Individually, they bring something to the table, but when you put them together, they work harmoniously. They're like sugared almonds.
Yes, they are. They're so pretty, and such delicate tones, all really complementary to one another. And then, of course, the little pearls on the end, you know, because the pearls work really well too. And because the pearls won't fit on the memory wire, but you can still bring them into the design.
Yeah.
Just by popping a head pin through and then just adding them onto the end.
Pearls are so pretty, and that's now just added a little bit of elegance, hasn't it?
It's given it a bit of movement and another gemstone in there. But I love those memory wire bracelets, and I like them, you know, actually 4 or 5 coils round. Those are great. If you have more gemstones, you can do that.
Have a look at what you've done. And that's quite easy actually to do. I've done that before, folding it over. You've made a charm bracelet. How pretty are those? They're so beautiful.
That was kind of done really
and
quick.
They move.
Quick
I
at the
love
end.
that. I actually think kids would like that, because it's kind of ballerina, isn't it?
Yeah, it's that frilly, fluffy, girly kind of
My
bracelet.
nieces would love that. I'd buy that for them. You know, like I was saying, I call them my nieces, it's my cousin's children.
Yeah.
I keep buying them. I grab stuff and go, oh, I'm going to get them that, they'll love that. Because you know, their little faces.
It's lovely, isn't it? It's lovely
Yeah,
when they're
love
all
it.
into the girly stuff. Mine's not, she's a bit of a tomboy.
Is she?
Yeah, she's into all the looking cool kind of thing at the moment.
Yeah, you're not allowed to look pretty, you've got to look cool. See, Mia's been a girly girl since forever, but always outside getting muddy and stuff. It's funny, isn't it? But my nieces are particularly very princessy, and I love, oh.
Yeah, it's nice
so
that, isn't it,
cute.
when you can indulge your sort of inner princess.
Yeah, definitely, because I've been used to having Max, who's such a boy, but, you know, it's nice to have the girl. I love it both, of course. I don't know anything about football or rugby, so I have to learn all of that.
Yeah.
Like looking at the rugby dads, though, £24.95 is your price tag for this gorgeous, gorgeous kit. Now we're going to give you another bundle launch. Are you going to show us? Are we doing a technique, Deeds? She's doing this. No, £24.95. We're going to do it over here with Natalia. Jack, you're on. What are you doing? Come on, Jack. Thanks, Babs. Has anyone come in for a date with Jack yet?
Wow.
No?
I
Oh,
thought
sorry,
you'd have been
Jack.
absolutely
It's a lonely weekend. Yeah, it's a lonely weekend for Jack. Lots of people are coming to the NEC though. Yeah! Yes.
Oh, that's great, isn't it? We're not going to be on our own then.
We're not going to be on our own.
That's your worst nightmare, isn't it? You're going to be standing there. And
You won't. We're all going to be there. It's going to be fab to see you. And we're there from, tell me the dates again, 8th to the 11th of November. I'm so organised, I know exactly. I don't know where I am from one day to the next, but all of the crew are going to be there. Lucy's going to be there. Carol's going to be there. Who else is on the stand?
Laura, Debbie.
Yeah. All the designers are coming in. Well, most of the designers are coming in. Is Ali Defoy coming on? No, she's not, is she? I'm going to be there. That might put you off, though. Lee Clark's there every day. You might like that. Have a look. Look at this strand from the same... Are you going to be there, Jack?
Thursday.
You're going to be there Thursday?
Hopefully.
Jack's going to be doing a pound a kiss with Jack. I should stop doing this. I think it's illegal, what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're putting everybody off again now because we've not had any texts in, so it's not going well.
Have a look at this beautiful... Oh, I've got to take this off.
Gorgeous?
Now, they're from the same... Last week we had our first taster strand of that amazing quality labradorite, and this was it. And then yesterday we had the rest of them that came in. Look at that. I mean,
that's just beautiful. Isn't that stunning? That's so Christmassy. A jewel-like colour, isn't it?
And you've got the gold on the labradorite.
Yeah, that's
You've
really
got the
glittery.
green. And I love these cylinders. What would you do with these?
Well, do you know, I had in mind a really long necklace, and I'd have them all dangling down at the bottom, and then intermittently. You know, into
I like jewellery that sort of makes a jingly noise when you wear it. Do you?
Yeah, you've got to know that you're around, haven't you?
Definitely. My mum always jingle. Like I always, because my mum wears used to wear loads of bangles.
Jewellery's really tactile, isn't it? Especially with these beautiful gemstones. You want to be able to have it there. And...
Look at the quality. We're going to give you an outstanding deal. Now, we had this strand in last week. I'm going to give you a great price tag just for this strand, and you're basically going to get the rest for free. You can see this is, I mean, to have this faceted labradorite is such an outstanding privilege to bring you. Now, we've given you the squares, we gave you the smaller rectangles. You've got 200 carats in this strand, and it is from our Gems of Distinction range. We give you the price tag. Oh my God, I mean, look, every piece. Outstanding. Look at that. So we're going to give... Oh, come on. Come on.
That is just... the camera does not lie, does it? That's fabulous.
And you know how hard it is to show labradorescence.
Yes, I know. This is a show-off strand.
It really... Do you know what? You need it. $11.95 is for all three strands. So we're giving you the price tag
for all
of...
three?
Yeah.
Wow. That's just genius, isn't it?
It's a no-brainer.
Fabulous.
If you want something outstanding and then you want to get something for free, then look at the labradorescence.
I know, just the labradorite on its own.
Oh, I'm so excited about that.
Oh, that is beautiful. I would have so many things I could do with those three.
Tell me them all.
Well, this has to have some kind of Egyptian-inspired thing going on with gold wire, and then you know the little gold balls in the kit.
Yes.
Then to always have loads of those, and they would look fabulous with that, or with the mesh balls. You know, the lovely things that we've been doing at the moment. I had some gold discs last week. They were like wonky saucer type things. They would look amazing with
I know which ones you mean, yeah. Gorgeous with those, very Egyptian. We've had a question, can you make cufflinks out of these? I reckon they make amazing cufflinks.
I think so, yeah. I think you probably have to
cufflinks.
wire wrap them. I think that could be quite good because you can get the cufflink back, and then if you put the wire through and then wrapped it around the little bit that goes through the buttonhole.
I'd love to see that.
I think that would be amazing. Can you imagine? And you could do it with these as well, couldn't you, with the big crowns?
Absolutely.
They're lovely on a white shirt.
They would.
Imagine giving that to your dad or your other half for Christmas. So you've made it
you've
yourself.
made it. And which is quite hard to do with gents, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And
That is a
cufflinks,
wicked
you know, that
strand.
is a way of getting them to accessorise without being too David Beckham, isn't it?
There's nothing wrong with being too David Beckham.
They don't like that, do they? Some men don't
But us
suit
women
it.
do.
Yes, us women do, but
Us
some
women
men are
really
a bit
like it.
Neanderthal looking. They don't suit those kind of...
No, some big macho rugby type.
Yeah, so, you know, the odd cufflink here and there.
Oh, these are gorgeous. £11.95 is your price tag. What a wicked strand that is, isn't it? I can't get over that price. It really is fabulous for all 3 strands. There is a big queue on the phone lines. There are 42 of you waiting for this. Please don't worry, there's plenty to go around. Stay where you are. It is a free phone number. So let's have a recap on everything that we've given you today so far. We've given you the most amazing strand of apatite. If you want that, you need to be thinking about making sure that you're checking out your baskets. We've given you the most incredible strands of labradorite. We've given you that beautiful Larimar. We've given you the sodalite, the rose quartz. There's so much. All the gorgeous kits that we gave you as well. The copper and bronze clay, you need that with that fabulous DVD.
Definitely, yeah.
She was a great girl on that DVD as well. There's quite a foxy lady on there.
She's pretty interesting. And she's brandished as a blowtorch.
You need to be checking out your baskets. It's been amazing to have your company today. I'll see you later on for the live show tonight. When are you next on, Mrs?
I'm on, I've got a week off next week. And then
how dare you?
Here again the week after.
And then you're at the NEC. Don't forget to get your tickets for the Hobbycraft show in November. We'll all be there. Great to have your company today. Lots of love. See you later on. Mwah.
Bye.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756 or Freesat 807. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making!
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a B scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can. There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or Freesat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the homepage, where you'll be able to see all the products that have been in today's show. You can also use our quick search tool